He wants to do one.
I'm bringing the audio in. I already have. Too late.
Yeah, so bye.
Stop doing that, Rival.
If you actually genuinely do anything like a current affairs type politics or anything like that podcast, then call me up because I'm
Utari will
I'm
just
ready to
Oh
go.
god. Utari, you should just run one yourself.
No.
Can we?
I
please
don't
do it?
I want to
an audio
participate.
editor.
I don't. I want to
Yes.
participate. I don't want the responsibility. That's.
I don't
I
understand.
would
Why would
listen
you not
to
want the responsibility,
Utari's podcast.
Roach?
Also, one other thing, Rival.
Yes.
The Broken Arrow announcement. I actually really like the look of that. It looks
Yes,
kind of
I
like
do.
the. Yeah, that looks like that'll be fun.
You are now live on my
so-
channel, by the way, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
That's an email that was public. I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
it
That's
That was
I'm
tweets.
hoping.
That was tweets.
There was tweets and everything, but I am really looking forward to like 3 of the games on that list.
A SWAT
Yeah.
team just breaks in
Plus
Roach's
2
door in
other
a minute,
ones that
like,
are already
bitch.
not on that list, but are coming out already that we know about.
FBI,
Yeah, this-
open up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Starship Troopers one is a hit or miss. It may be, but I'll still give it a shot.
Oh, and Distant World and Command.
Oh,
National
Distant
Edition.
Worlds. Yeah, that one too. Now there's
Yeah.
a lot.
I,
There's a lot.
I'm probably just gonna contact Slytherin and say, "Do you want to sponsor me? Because I'm gonna be playing your entire catalog at some point.
You want the channel? I'll play games for money.
You buy the channel, I'll play games."
All right,
That's the
so
Rivals All Gaming, now a subsidiary of Slytherin Games.
almost true already.
Yeah, with me just sitting there going, "This is the best game you will ever play," and no, I am not being told I have to say that.
And this is the 50th playthrough of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
And yes, I am dead inside. I've already got
Just
like
right in-
7.
Red's just over in the corner.
Oh, by
just
that
like,
point you'd have a cast of your friends just reading the lines live.
Yes.
Welcome
Over
to
the-
the Rival Zone, brought to you by Slytherin Games in accordance with Pepsi Cola. Just make it sound like a Super Bowl sort of, or was it sports league event? Where
Yeah.
That's refreshing.
Oh my god, you
What?
actually got the fancy, that's amazing.
I know you guys don't get it as much, but it's super bad here. Like I think basketball's the worst because there's quite literally a ladder. A ladder sponsors the net cutting at the end of the games of the
Yeah, I've seen those.
the
Oh my
NCAA.
God.
It's
This
brought to
corner
you
was
by
brought to you-
DeWalt,
NCAA
and
as
it's
well.
like a DeWalt ladder that's got the big brand on it they bring out there.
It's all this sponsorship money for the NCAA.
The NCAA.
Nobody.
The coaches.
Just not the players.
No. Hey, the answer. How you doing, buddy? Slytherin Zone Gaming.
There you go.
That's not too far off the truth.
I mean,
Slytherin
I'm basically
Zone
playing
Gaming.
their catalog right now. Seriously, Slytherin.
With the
you should
odd,
call me up.
like.
Call
You
me.
keep it with,
Call
you
me,
keep it with
Slytherin.
Rival Zone Gaming. It's just powered by Slytherin, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powered by Slytherin and Game Fuel.
Powered by Slytherin and Sneak
No.
Energy. Buy our
No,
shit.
if it's going right now, it's powered by powered by Slytherin and a lot of ibuprofen gel.
Powered
I
by
have turned my
Slytherin and
mouse
ibuprofen.
up so
Oh.
freaking high. It's literally like bouncing across my screen right now. Look, bouncing. It's just bouncing.
I'm
bouncing,
the only one who can look
bouncing,
at that,
bouncing,
babe.
bouncing. Look, it's on the screen now. Bounce. It's literally I'm moving it like 0.5 millimeter,
Oh yeah.
just so I can use
It's
just my
yourself with a wrist
fingertips to
movement.
move it.
Should we play
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons so Utari can get on with his painting?
I mean, he's already painting.
Painting. I'm already painting.
Oh, he looks great!
Yeah.
I love you guys. I love you guys. So
You
much.
are too late. I have already started my painting.
brilliant.
You know what? One of these
begun.
days, right? One of these days, I'm going
No.
to one up Utari by actually be painting my room while we're playing this game.
No. In order to build one up, you have to be
Just
using the
green.
same size brush with a little tiny pot of paint.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm just like I'm spray painting. Like I'm in.
I don't know.
Upgrade from miniature painting to canvas painting one of these days.
Yeah, just you pull out a canvas behind you and just start painting.
That needs to be your Halloween
No.
costume. Is a Bob Ross
it's
costume.
Bob Ross costume.
Like
No,
Halloween
I was gonna say the
25.
exact same thing.
I
Now, you
beat
see
you
what
to
I
it,
would do.
Mitch.
What I would do right to one up Utari is I would go to a spray booth and have like a microphone underneath the outfit you have to wear and just be spraying down a car for hours and just like, hey guys, it's me.
Please take Austin
So.
with you.
So
All right. To anyone who's actually joined in to like watch actual D&D,
we're getting there. I swear.
you're not supposed to hear it in the first half hour.
We'll get there. I swear. So we left off 2 weeks ago because we had a bye week where we did things for an upcoming filler game. The week before that, you guys had quite a long discussion with a powerful woman in the Black Hazard Fort about a plan she proposed and potential goals you both share to get.
I disagree with that.
We'll get to that.
Who knows? At least that's what they assumed. About the governor general of the local area and getting him out of power. You were told of a couple of things that were going to be happening very soon, and that you could participate in, and they could get you into the fort for a kind of a high class get together. And basically, they proposed a coup attempt, getting them out of the local area while they had some loyal members of the guard force take over. And by the time everything had happened, after a day or so, they didn't care what happened to the governor general. Hold on, it is very warm in this room. I'm just turning on a fan.
Well, speaking of warm, did you see Ben's tweet about candles outside his house?
Oh
God, no.
Yeah, well, they
They had
Ben
candles
posted-
floating in water, and the candles are
Oh.
outside in Florida, and they've melted.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty normal. I lived in Florida. That doesn't seem out of the ordinary. No.
Anywho,
So yeah, we left off. I think we left off early, even that 2 weeks ago.
you were having chair problems.
Yes.
I was having
Let's
wrist
fix that.
problems.
Yeah, you were having problems with your hand. I was having problems sitting. Not physically, but
Mikey was having problems being there.
The
No,
apparatus.
that was last week.
Oh, was
That was last
week?
week.
Oh, okay.
That was last week, yeah. But yeah, we left off with you having just had your meeting with her, and you were going to try and discuss what your plans were, what you were going to do. So we'll come back. I think you had already gone back to the inn that you had
We were
gotten
heading
your...
back to the Golden Goblet, and we were going to
Yeah.
talk there.
All right. So we come back in.
Because that's why I've booked the rooms.
Yep. Yeah, so...
Sorry. Just got Wayne's World in my head now.
Yeah,
can't win.
What a film.
Yeah, they were fantastic films, the Wayne's World ones.
So, D&D.
If you have Sky, they're on Sky Any
D&D.
Channel, by the way, at the moment.
D&D.
D&D.
D&D
Yep,
image.
sorry.
You don't know what
Someone
you don't know
meant-
what Sky TV is. You're Isaac.
Right, we're back in the pub.
All right.
Do you want
It's a little
to...
bit more high class than a pub, but yeah.
Rivallon, do you
Isaac's
want to
having
go
a
up to
bath, if I
room,
remember correctly.
Or just have a discussion at a table?
Do we want everyone in the town to know what we're deciding? Because let's
Room it
face it,
is.
we have the absolute least amount of actual, like... Let's
Well-
keep everything quiet.
Honestly,
The last time we tried to keep everything quiet, we almost... well, we actually did probably mortally wound somebody.
upstairs it is. We'll
No.
head to my room.
You. All right. They're all the same.
Yeah.
So you all pile into Mog's room. And what? Oh, and basically the room is just a standard. It's got a bed. It's got a little arm like a table next to the bed, desk, chair, etc. So there's not enough room for everybody to sit unless they're all just sitting on the bed, like you're having a sleepover. But yeah, the door seems fairly secure whenever you close it. There's, I mean, thick walls, etc.
Okay. So it's 4 days till this party. As I remember, literally just had this conversation.
Of course.
Yeah. It's just a couple minutes ago.
So, Rivallon, what do you think? Do you want to do some recon before then, or do you not want to use the party? How do you want to play this?
Well, I just don't trust her, okay? I don't want to depose person I really want to get my hands on just to put something worse in its place. We have no idea who she is and what plan she has. I'm sorry, Midge, I didn't mean to be so, miserable and things.
Sorry, I'm taking some allergy medication, so I'm covering my face.
Just remind me. Same.
I mean, I do not care with which way, but this is your home place, so...
Oh, sorry. Steroids.
Mitch out here.
So
Yeah,
don't
Mitch is out
surprise
here
if
getting
Mitch
them
suddenly
gains,
goes like
homeboy.
this, and then gets really angry.
Yep. Mitch out here with them games, homeboy.
Different kind of story, but thanks.
With the muscly wizard, it's like, oops, silence spells. I guess it's time to go old-fashioned with this, lads.
To be fair, I do want to.
Barbarian wizard.
I want to. That's. I want to play a barbarian wizard next. Like it's like the Fallout perk, where was it Nerd Rage?
Nerd Rage, yeah.
Yeah. So as
It's
soon
a
as you run
wizard
out of
with
spell
high
slots,
strength.
once you run out of spell slots, you go in and you just
Rage.
go in
I know, wizard.
rage and you start punching people,
I am angry now.
or you just run at people like full whilst raging, just shocking grasp.
You can't cast spells while raged, I don't think.
I can't
Anyway.
remember.
Anyway.
So,
So-
I agree with you. If it's going to put something worse in, then at the moment we're trying to save the world, but we need to keep it in a reasonably good condition.
Have you seen the world? It's as the world is. It's kind of, shitty.
It is, but is this current level of shittiness going to be better or worse than the next level of shittiness? That's what I'd like to
Get it.
understand more.
That depends a lot on the person.
That's
We won't
my
know
point.
that
If
until we
we're
do it.
going, she says she wants to remove these taxes from these people, yada yada yada. And what proof do we have that she will actually get that passed, and she won't just use this situation to gain herself more power and leverage over everyone else?
I would like to meet the
We
friend
don't.
that's going to be going into power.
Didn't she
If
say that-
if I may.
Hmm?
So, she'll probably go forward with a plan when it comes to the tax because no person rules alone. No person rules alone. One thing that we know in tribe is you require consent either of all people, like in the way that we vote for our chiefs, or you require the consent in some of the southern tribes especially, you require the consent of the strongest people to be able to ensure the rest of the group follows your will. So she could not possibly be able to just walk in, take over, and say, I make rule, all you follow rule, none of you get to share in spoils because only me. She would then be deposed by someone else who promises more for more people, right? She would never continue to be in any position of power. What she has is friends in business community, yes, with the merchants and such. Well, that's her power base right there. She would want to keep them happy, just like we have to keep our people happy if we want to continue to have chiefs from our family, right? We have to prove that we are of benefit to the people that hold power. In our tribe, it is all members of tribe. In this situation, is the people with the money. So she will, I think, continue, implement her desire of the tax reform. The question is do you want people under the thumb of militant governor, or do you want people under the thumb of the local large businesses? That is what seems to be the choice here.
As somebody who is literally from an oligarchy, I can tell you the second one can often be a lot worse than the former.
And anyway, I've got plan B if all else fails.
Kill everybody.
I
No,
mean,
just the
it's
cards.
kind of funny how it's once again the barbarian that injects a dose of reason into the debate.
Hey, listen. Ustania has, like, actual knowledge of government.
I can't wait for you to play a different character, and we'll see. We'll see.
Ustania actually has knowledge of actually, like, being in government. He is a noble son. None of the rest of us here, aside from Mog, Mog actually knows what that's like. And Midge's character never got to do any of the noble shit because he was taken to a monastery. So, shrug.
Well, more knowledge isn't going to hurt. We
No.
have 4 days before this party. So if we choose to go with the party angle, we've got 4 days. If we choose to go before then and ignore Astra's plan, then we've got less time, but we still have some time to have a look. I can send Betty over to do a few loops. We can go ourselves and have a look round. And we can do a little bit of investigation.
Investigating here, investigating there, general investigation.
What concerns me is...
Me keeping my cool.
Pardon?
Me keeping my cool.
No,
Okay.
I have absolute faith that you will keep your cool.
I am less confident, but you do what you want.
My concern is it cannot be just Rivallon going into that keep. He needs to take either myself or Isaac with him. Otherwise he's going nowhere. Not
Why?
if you want to get that guy out of there or yourself out of there safely.
Isaac can quite literally just, and then you're 500 feet away, so that helps.
Over a canyon. Great.
Either
I mean, you
Walking
can
on the
also
back of a
fly.
dragon.
500 feet or drawing a circle to take us to down south where we're going to...
I can draw the circle within 30 seconds if I use my if I put extra effort into it.
Or it takes
That
me a
innate
minute.
ability. You draw on the power of your divine soul, I think is the phrase you're looking for there.
No, it's just extra effort.
If
That's
my
much less cool,
personal
though.
opinion is the party gives us cover for all of us to go in,
Mm-hmm.
whereas something else means that 2 at most, because I love
This
you
guy's
both,
paranoid.
Ustinia and Sesh. You are not quiet enough for this.
This is true. Also, I need to
Hmm.
inject another point that we have forgotten.
Yes.
Rival, you want to kill this man, yes? Regardless of anything else, you want to kill this man, yes?
I want to talk to him first.
Well, you talk to him first and then you're going to kill him.
Screaming before. As
Yes, but regardless, end point is he'll be dead, yes? Correct?
Yes.
Whether we work with this lady or not, she's just going to take over anyway. Because he'll be gone, right? Someone has to take over. It's power vacuum. So,
Yeah.
my point is, we're
Well, we could
going to
kill her as
remove
well.
him regardless. So we might as well work with her and her plan because it will assist us in your ultimate end goal. Unless we find someone else who is in a position to be able to take over things here rather than
mean-
her. And we do not have that right now.
No. The idea, though, is a good one, because either way, he's dead. This way, at least we get some help getting to him first.
They
Yeah,
also
also give
said
us
that we
some-
don't have to kill him. I would like to remind you, just in case, for some random reason, Rivallon decides that mercy is the way forward.
Okay,
They
you've
just
met
need
met
me
me,
out
right?
of there.
I just,
Yes, I've
Sesh
met
just
you.
goes,
I
I
just-
doubt that. I sincerely doubt that. As much as I like Rivallon, this man is dead. And he deserves it, let's be honest.
By the sounds of it, the pain he's inflicted is not just to Rivallon.
You commit genocide, you deserve death. Let's be honest here.
I do have one question, Rivallon, and this is going to be painful.
Mm.
Will he recognise you? Do you look...
I was a baby.
Yes, but do you resemble either of your parents?
I don't know. I don't know what they look like.
Well, we
I
can get
was
you
a
a dress.
baby.
We can get you a nice dress and some makeup, and no one can tell the difference.
This is not Final Fantasy VII, you bastard.
Do you have blonde hair? But it could be. It could be. Pulls out giant Buster Sword.
I like the Buster Sword he had in Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Yeah, me too, actually.
It was
I
made
like
up
that
of
one.
all the swords that he collected throughout the game.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Anyway.
Anyway,
Nerds.
well, either way,
Fuck you,
sending
Roach.
Betsy for a recon isn't a bad thing, is it?
No. At least knowing the layout first can,
Oh.
it's something, right?
And
Plus,
Sesh, you and I are going to the herbalist tomorrow.
Yes.
what we can
I need
pick
to
up.
restock. I need to restock my medical supplies. I ran out in the
reason-
Underdark.
The reason I was asking is because I can make you invisible for 1 minute, but you can do anything for that minute. Isaac, do you have longer invisibility?
That is not something within my skill set. I am more
Sunshine,
blast
making
than
things
buff.
Be more
more
pew
bright.
pew. He does
Pew pew.
He does pew pew.
Mobility and the power of the sun is my main skill set, yes.
Okay.
So mobility and the power of a giant fusion reactor.
Yes. Mobility and the
I'm
power
a
of
comet.
literal god.
So.
I'm a comet.
Okay. Well. DM, what time is it?
Right now, just a little bit afternoon, a couple hours after, like noon time. Still got
Okay, it's not dark yet. I'm
Yeah,
not
like
going to be sending an hour
4.5
before,
hours.
hour before it's dark.
DM, where's Salah?
Right here with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right here, right behind you.
Shank, 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 shank.
No, yeah, no, she's
And then I
with
turn around
you.
and go, no, shanking guy's over there.
No, she's with you because she's with you
Salah,
because
what
you
have you
didn't.
got? You said you're a trained mage.
Rabies.
What have I got?
Anything
What's your
for
skill
help for
set?
infiltration or
I can
looking in on things?
speak with the dragons.
Hi.
Hello,
Conversation
she
with
says
them.
in perfect draconic.
Yeah. Ooh, perfect.
I return with a hello.
Again, it's
Wait,
very,
we could-
it's
we could have
it's heavily.
Hang on.
It's
hang on,
heavily
we could have had
accented.
full-on conversations with her in Draconic for the entire
Nobody
time
tried.
as well.
No one
Yeah,
tried.
we did. I'm pretty sure we tried every
I'm pretty sure I
language that
tried
we
every
did.
language that I had, yeah. And you said that
I-
Draconic wasn't the same, I don't think.
Hold on, let me double check. It has been a couple of weeks. Let me double check your character sheet.
It has been more than a
You're-
few weeks. It has been a couple months at this point.
Because
It has
me
been a couple
and Mikey both speak Draconic.
And
Yeah.
Rivallon.
It's heavily
Rivallon.
accented and almost unintelligible. She does know Draconic, but it's like
It's her version of Draconic,
It's her
not
Draconic.
our
Like
version
her
of
version
Draconic.
of Elvish.
yeah. She seems very proud of
Yeah.
herself. That she said. She speaks with dragons. I am a above average marksman.
That we knew.
You have proven that, yes.
Yes.
Can you be quiet? As in stealthy? Sneak around places?
Middling. I don't know what you're comparing it to.
Well,
To
there
me.
is a scale in this group.
Not to
of
him.
Sesh
Not to
Rivallon.
him. I simply point at Sesh and go, I simply point at Rivallon and go, not to him, because he's a bit extreme. More like those two. And then I point at Isaac and Mog.
Probably
think-
better.
Hmm.
That's better.
It's-
Something.
I have most of my magical abilities are used specifically in combat when I need them.
Okay.
I
good to
can
know.
I can step into the astral plane semi-randomly for a minute.
Blink.
It's kind of
Don't think that's going to be. Because it's.
So it's more
very
offensive
random, that
defense
spell.
rather than utility.
mostly offense. The defense is mostly carried out. Well, actually, no.
By
there's
the
really
dragon?
No defense. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
The fact that I'm usually riding a couple thousand pound black dragon, yes. Shadow dragon.
Impressive creature.
Yes, it was.
It's almost like I can see it now.
Oh, that's cold. Even by my standards, that's cold.
Isaac said that heavily
Well,
under
it's
his
not
breath.
that he's the one that's wearing it, right?
That's like going up to Ustenia wearing his horse. It was a beautiful horse, Ustenia.
Still is.
Look at the pelts. Just
DM.
Best lasagna I've had in weeks.
Oh, bad joke.
Okay.
DM. Locate creature. Is that locate person as well?
No.
No,
There is a locate
is
person
locate
spell, but I think it's different.
yeah, there's
I
a
think it's
specific
like
locate
a-
person spell.
okay.
There's also like hold creature or hold monstrosity or something like that is not
Yeah.
hold person. They're separate.
Yeah.
They're separate.
Hold person
because
is its
they
own
target.
thing.
I think the spell description will tell you what type of creatures that affects.
It just
Yeah,
says creature.
Because it says here for
Oh.
because it says
Describe
here
or name a creature that's familiar to you.
one creature.
Let me check.
Because it says
that
here
is
under hold
real-
I will
Person.
search. I will search spells. Was it locate? I'm just gonna.
Locate creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's locate plants and or it's locate animals and plants, locate creature, and locate objects. So locate creature would fall under the purview of monsters and
People.
Humanoids.
I think it's just no because there's no humanoid because plants and animals would be like non-monstrous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
and yeah, because as far as I can see here,
Because
it
hold
doesn't say-
person states humanoid, while hold
Yeah.
monster states
So this-
Animals would
yeah.
be beasts. What's
Yeah, and if the creature you describe is named or is different forms, such as being under the effects of polymorph spell, the spell doesn't locate the creature. Okay, so there's no, yeah, it's just a, yeah. I'm gonna say basically anything that's not a monster. So if it's a person
That's
or
weird. I'm looking
humanoid,
like the SRD on the internet. A whole creature spell doesn't exist, but hold monster does. That's really weird.
hold monster and hold person are the two that you need because hold creature or hold creature would be anything, and then hold person would be humanoid thing. So I'm gonna say locate creature works on humanoids and like non-monsters. So humanoids and monsters. Animals and plants would be beasts, plants, and then object would be inanimate objects and
Okay.
stuff. And I would say also constructs would fall under the creature tab instead of being an object tab since they're being locomoted by something. So I don't know. I'll make that passing judgment on there. Just ask, and I'll say which one it falls under. 'Cause, probably a Q&A somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
if we do the telepathic bond thing,
Yes.
do you have an image of this man in your mind?
I believe so. I saw his face.
If
Yeah,
you
you
can
do.
transfer that over to us,
Mm-hmm.
that means I'll be able to locate him within 1,000 feet.
Sure, let
far
me
away is
just
the
email
case?
it to you.
Let me just email it to you.
Mog is taking a photocopy.
Oh my god.
I
Let me
love
just
the
fax
well.
it
Oh my mind!
Yeah, let me
Oh,
fax.
it's been crest flat! Oh no, it's hot!
I want to say every time Mog does the psychic connection thing, you get a internet connection dial tone, like a
Oh, the
dial
moment, like,
yeah, the modem. Wow.
Sorry,
You've got
sorry,
mail.
everybody.
Hey, Nate. Hey,
ASL?
everybody.
you've got prayers.
I like that. I like that none of us had it. Like none of us were close, and we're all different when it came to those sounds.
So
None of
good
us were
to know.
close, and we
Good
were
to
all
know.
different.
But as a cacophony of
You know-
disaster, it made it.
It
sound
got
right.
the yeah. It brought it out. It brought it out. We all had the flashback.
Look, I went with the Joanna Lumley voice because that's what we had for AOL. Joanna Lumley
Yeah, that's true.
was welcome to AOL. You have email.
Oh
It's
no,
just
ours was
ingrained in my brain.
no, ours. Was, you've got mail.
You've got mail.
God,
You've
I don't even
got-
remember when I made the conscious decision to go from AOL browser to another browser. I don't even remember, but it just happened. It's like it's like I think it was because I was watching
It
something
was
that
like
AOL would
divine
load.
revelation.
You mean there's something else? I think it was.
You mean there's more than one?
Yeah, I think it was. I
Okay.
think I started Internet Explorer first, and then I went to something better.
Right, shall we have some food and then get ready for sending Betty this evening? Does anybody need anything? We're going shopping tomorrow, aren't we, Sesh?
Yep.
I would like to go a little browse around, see what's out there.
Should we go have a look
Yeah.
around? Okay.
Let's get a feel of the town. You know, like first night of a holiday, kind of.
The town, look for any oppressive social
get
structures
outside,
we can
yeah.
overturn.
Where's the nearest bar?
We
Yeah,
are
you know,
it.
the usual.
Is there a
All
bank
right.
machine nearby?
Oh, that's a definite one.
Does anywhere actually take American Express?
God, no.
No,
No.
the answer to that is always no.
No. Flat out no.
I've been to
Which
places
ATMs
in
charge,
the
which ones
U.S.
don't?
I've been to in the U.S. Like I've never found a place here that takes American Express. It's called American Express. I can't-
Oh, that's pretty damn funny.
Also, for anybody visiting the United States, all ATMs will charge you.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why I brought
unless it's
cash
from your
money.
own bank. Unless it's
That's
from your
why I-
own bank, it'll
Yep.
charge you.
That's
And
why I
since
brought
none of
cash
you are
with
from
me.
here.
That's legitimately why I brought cash with me, because I knew full well the ATMs would charge me every time I needed to withdraw money.
Yep. They'll charge you just for checking your balance too.
Yep.
That's an asshole move.
It is.
Yep. I've overdrafted before because I
Welcome to
thought
ultimate capitalism.
yeah, I've overdrafted before because I thought, do I have like $1 in my account? Because I need like I need because I need to check and see if I need to put this
Not
in now for a
anymore.
check. And I did it. I checked it and it said, oh, I've got 40 cents. Okay, so I need to put my check in. And apparently, I overdrafted because it's a 50-cent charge, and then they charged me an overdraft fee of $35. So then I was overdrafted.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so it was amazing. So yeah, yeah. If that's what you guys want to do, you can spend the rest of the night before you send for the flight of the owl, just kind of hanging out in the bar.
We'll
It's
have a look around the village, see if there's anything interesting. Apparently, there's a lot of tailors.
Have a look around the village.
no, there isn't a lot of tailors. There's one big shop that does a lot of things, and then one smaller one that does a lot of the less.
Any
So basically,
weird
the charity
pawn
shop in
shops?
Primark.
Yeah.
I would like
So
to
that's
go to
actually
the
going to go
charity
back
shop.
to the table. Yeah, Chess
I
is
would
actually
like
going to go to the
find
nice shop.
anything that sells any kind of magical implements and maybe some weapons.
That seems unlikely.
Okay,
here, but
give me give me an investigation check. Just as
Oh help! I
on
want
the
that
way
stuff
out.
too.
Okay,
Alright.
she's helping. She
Is there a
wants that
temple
stuff
in the
too.
town?
A temple? You don't notice any major like religious building, like a large one. You don't notice like a church or parish,
80!
something like that. Okay. Doesn't take you long actually. To find a little like curios shop tucked away behind a couple other buildings. It doesn't look like super run down. It just looks like it's out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's marked down. Oh, okay, hold on. Now I need to check this because I didn't think you'd be shopping immediately.
Sorry.
We apologize, boss man.
I can throw the shopping channel music on.
Pull up soundscape and just all of us can hear it at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. When we start moving over to our other game, we're all gonna pick up Sirenscape, and me and Midge will be running it off of there, so we'll have live audio again.
Yay!
I've actually got like Hawaiian sort of shopping music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now all you need to get is the shopping music from like that shopping channel, that like from that like South Park episode.
Yeah.
It's just it's the
Oh god. Oh, no. I know the one you mean.
yeah.
Have that music
Yeah,
Like-
me too.
for real on our shopping channels as well.
Yep.
Why don't you just do it?
Just kill yourself. Just do it. No, please don't actually do that, people.
Don't do that. No. No. That's just a very funny joke. From the,
It was.
Because she got lady balls. If anybody knows that joke, that is funny. Oh yeah. So on the outside is just called the Sphere, and it has like a multicolored spherical like picture on its sign, and like just multiple different colors and textures. It doesn't look that big though. It looks more like a curio shop than like you've seen it. You've been to a few magic shops that were like, that's what
Wait.
they did. This looks more curio.
I don't remember this.
Before I go in, I'm going to cast Detect Magic. So I'm not obviously casting Detect Magic whilst I'm in the shop.
Okay, so you recast it. All right. Also, you notice the sign is magical.
Ooh.
Ooh,
It,
that's a good
the
sign.
sign is magical.
Hey!
Yes.
Oh.
And if you,
It's magical just so that I can do the old neon
Mikey,
sign.
that is the
of
correct reaction. Thank you.
it does.
I
The thing is, the colors and textures inside the sphere do shift slightly. Like they shift around over like a long period of time. If you notice.
I am immensely disappointed in you, Red, but also immensely proud at the same time.
So, do you enter? Do you go in?
I do. Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I follow them?
Okay. Yeah. If you wanted to, yeah. All you had to say is, I went with them.
I went.
Magic.
The half orc, the Asimar, and the elf went into a shop.
There's a joke there, I know it.
The half elf. I'll think of something.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out that joke. It'll be a thing.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a bad one. Well, hello, main characters. So yeah, you enter, and again, not very large. It's probably got like a small back room, but the main like show floor is filled with a lot of small knickknacks for the most part. You see a couple of more useful items towards the back, but like it's things like little like sculptures of like turtles and cats and things like that. Just odd knickknacks here and there, little sections. It's well kept. It's not like abandoned, which you can see. And you do notice a few magical things towards the back of the shop, like near the counter top. And when you go there, you see a human woman who is probably in her late 50s. She's reading a book, has a pipe, like one of those long pipes that she's just smoking. And she obviously notices you for a sec, for like when you enter. It's more like customer service isn't the thing that they care about here. She takes a pipe and just, what do you want?
Good afternoon. How are you today?
Fine.
We are explorers, adventurers, you know, that sort of thing. Have you got anything magical and interesting that we could have a look at? We do have gold. We're not just, you know, looking and then going, nah, it'll be fine.
Hang here. Okay. And let me just open
Also,
up this.
if you have any spell scrolls, I would also like to look at those.
Anything else?
No, I think
Clothes off her back.
No, I've got my own
Large
fancy.
a large bottle of expensive wine, maybe. You know. Maybe, you know, the hopes and dreams of the entire village. You know,
The
stuff.
hopes and...
I'm working on that.
Let me just check here. Do you see this roll?
No.
No.
Okay.
I saw the dice roll, but I didn't see the result.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't worry about
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
it. Don't worry about it.
Whenever a DM says that, worry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, about it. All right. Just let me do this. Just checking my notes here. Instead of just making giant lists of magic items for you guys, I just have a listed table I roll on.
I mean, that does make sense, yeah.
That's, I mean, that makes sense.
Because fuck y'all.
Hey, I love you too, Roach.
All right.
You love us, but fuck us?
3.
I mean, that's fair.
That's disgusting.
I mean,
You gotta
It's a
bring me out
family
to
show.
dinner first, bitch. I'm an expensive date, alright?
Stinia can confirm.
You take me out to dinner
Alright,
first.
something came. Oh, okay. Register.
What?
No,
Alright.
I had filler conversation, but Roach is finished.
Okay.
no, I mean I'm still
It's still rolling, so
talk,
you
you
want
could.
filler conversation.
We want filler conversation.
Okay,
Yeah.
so something was brought up in my D&D session last night that Dragonborn don't have gums,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like
or no, they
not
don't have
gums,
lips.
or lips. Sorry, lips.
Lips, yeah, lips.
So, Stinia.
Oh,
Stinia
bloody hell,
likes
man.
it.
Oh! Oh, you
What's
must
the
be a tough guy.
Listen, all I'm gonna say here is, right, Ustinia knows what he likes.
All I'm going to say is...
What's
those
the question?
screams- Those
Who's
screams
the-
of we
so-
thought were orgasmic, they
Dragonborns
really weren't.
don't have lips.
Yes.
They do, however, have exceptionally long
Do we-
tongues.
Do we want to? I don't think.
Coming.
I don't think we want to go into the logistics of the situation. I don't think any of us want to know the logistics of the
No.
situation.
Wait for it. Wait for my
It
chat.
seems
Wait for my
because
chat.
It's clear that he was trying to ask a question. He just hasn't asked it yet.
No,
I'm-
Midge.
I'm-
No.
I'm not,
No.
I'm not asking
No.
for it.
Bitch, don't do it.
And that he is correct.
Both
which
of you.
implied
Don't
that
make me get
leading
the
to
spray
question.
bottle out.
Assume it's something
Bad,
charged like, how do
Don't make-
Ustinia and Sesh kiss? To which Ustinia would reply, lovingly.
Yeah, that is definitely the question everybody
Yep.
was thinking of.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm quite happy.
That's a drunk question. That's like a question
That's
that
true.
Isaac would ask.
Yeah,
That's not
Yeah.
something Isaac would ask in the middle of a magic shop.
No.
Especially when they're
Yeah.
not. No, especially when neither of them are here. She just turns to Rivallon and just like.
So how do you
"Oh, good
think it
God."
worked?
Well, according
So,
to
How do
you,
they do
She
that?
has
We're
no
already in
lips.
the
So,
logistics of the situation.
magic items. So the surly woman behind the counter. Yeah, we got a couple of
Yeah,
things.
what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
What are you
Uh,
buying, stranger?
What are you buying? Yeah. It's got a bandana in red and a giant trench coat up, and it's just machine guns underneath. What are you buying?
What are you selling, stranger?
Don't
Are they all
tell
9
Rivallon he
millimeter?
can buy a
I'm
machine
looking for
gun.
45.
I got some 45 here for you.
I don't got room in my attaché case. I can't take the machine gun. So, that's like a 5th level reference
what-
there.
what do you
So
got
there's
the
a
shopping
bar
there?
fire,
I'm
30
gonna-
odd 6.
So what you got? You've got available 3 potions. So there is a potion of healing.
Potion of healing. Potion of healing.
Potion of healing. You've got a potion of longevity.
Ustinia, take that.
It's not that kind of longevity. And a potion of stone giant strength.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ustinia, take
No, not
that.
no. Stone giant dexterity. Yes, it's stone giant strength. That's got to be a magic item. It's a potion of stone giant. Stone giant what? Make a guess. It's just like
my
a
God. Potion of longevity. My God.
What does that do?
I've just seen what that does.
Does it mean that you
Reduces
can
your
live older?
physical age by 1d6 plus 6 years to a minimum of 13 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that was a high roll on that chart.
I feel like the person
Nobody
behind
wants
the
to get
counter would have just
younger.
drunk that by now. God, minimum of 13 years.
Maybe
That
she
would
already
make
has.
That would make Isaac 12.
To a minimum of 13 years. Oh my god, a minimum of 13 years old
Yeah.
Yeah.
is what I think that is. So it's 1d6 because you can't
Oh.
because 1d6 plus
Okay.
6 is 12. So minimum roll these, but it's got to be a minimum of more than one of everything you
Well,
can roll.
that would
That
reduce
doesn't work.
Isaac to be 13 years old.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hey guys.
Hey everybody, I'm here as a wizard.
So, you got that. Those 3 potions she presents to you. There is a scroll she presents to you. Find path. Scroll of the find the path.
Yes, please. I bet it's expensive though.
Well, she hasn't discussed price yet with any
No,
of
of
these.
course not.
She presents you with a. Let me just double check to make sure this isn't game breaking.
Too late.
Too late.
Mm,
Is it another Star of Palor?
No, it's not a
Maybe.
Star of Palor, but
Oh,
it's
thank
on the
God.
chart. It was a wonder. It's a wondrous item, and that's kind of like a hit or miss. If that'll break the campaign.
For example, wondrous items, the range of things you can get on the wondrous item chart. The deck of many things, for example. You can also get an Orb of Time, which is essentially a clock, but worse. Like,
Yep.
that counts as a wondrous item. It's like,
Yep. So no, this one isn't game breaking, but it would be. It's you could fuck this up. So yeah, I'm gonna let that exist. She presents you a small bag. It's a small bag that has a whole bunch of small 3/4 inch in diameter beads in it, and you see inside of that is 7 beads. She calls them beads of force.
Oh. I think I remember this from something.
Yeah, you should. They're not bad. And then she also presents.
Okay.
There's another wondrous item. Yeah, you don't get those.
Oh.
Actually,
Actually, can you tell us what they would have been at least?
I think it was. Well, I just.
And
spaced it
here's
out.
what you didn't win.
Yeah,
Oh
what's
my
behind
God, I
door
just
number
saw this
1?
A
beads
million
of
platinum
force.
pieces.
Beads of force into a musket.
Oh god.
I don't know what beta force are.
It's essentially like it's like an impact grenade.
Yeah.
Throw them and then
You know my Eldritch Blast?
It's a shotgun.
They're a
It's a-
3/4 inch bead that explode
1
with
ounce.
a 10. There's 1 ounce that they explode in a 10-foot radius with 5d4 force damage.
Fuck.
it's essentially
Dexterity
a small
saving
that's-
throw.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
it's not a
5d4 is not much. Like that's
No.
max hit of 20.
But it's an impact. I just said impact grenade, not like
Yeah,
not like
an
a big
impact
burst.
grenade. You throw it and it just
The fun thing is, if if creatures don't succeed the saving throw and they're partially within the area, they are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside of it. Only breathable air can pass through the sphere's walls. No attack or other effect can.
Yeah, it'll expand into a sphere.
So is it like a wall of force, but just?
I mean, they're pretty limited. It's a 10-foot
It's an impact
radius.
grenade that turns into a wall of force.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
They can be. They can be really good, but you can also fuck up pretty bad if you use them. The other one was
Like a real grenade.
Yeah.
Don't throw grenades uphill, kids.
Bad nade. Basically, 1 in 10 grenades in
I've been
Arma.
playing Enlisted, and I'm so bad at throwing grenades in that game.
I'm angry you didn't tell me. I've been looking at that, and I've been wanting to play with that, but nobody I know plays it. You never give me. You gotta let me know so I can download it. And
Download it. We'll play some next week.
Okay. Yeah. The other one, I'm just double checking here. It sounded really good, but I'm not sure. Yeah. The one you're not getting is Horseshoes of the Zephyr.
I don't know what that is off the top of my head.
Turn your horse into a flying horse.
Yeah, and you can't be tracked for 12 hours. Like,
Why not? They would be the perfect present.
Sad Estinian noises.
If only he uses lance.
yeah. No, he couldn't.
He'd find them a horse that was faster than him.
If Ustendia really wanted to use his lance, he would have set up some sort of joust at his home. He really could have set that up. he's the former chief's son.
Instead of it being a duel to the death with his sister, it's just a joust off.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious. The last thing she presents you is a small wooden box that, when she opens, it's finely engraved. When she opens it, you see 4 pots of translucent pigment paint in it. That are each a different color. So there's the 3 primary colors and then black. They are oh god, his name. Nazur's Marvelous Pigments.
What's that?
Are they restricted to being purchasable by anyone except a certain elvish artist by name of Shamish Kalipu?
That's a deep cut art. That's a deep cut from the art world right there. You know who you are. Fuck you. And it's called the Bean. You son of a bitch.
That's Jester's paints. That's
Is
what
it
that
Jester's paint?
It's Jester's paints.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
It's not full. This isn't a full set. It's got every color that it's supposed to have. It's got the 3 primary colors in black, but each of the bottles is about half empty.
But I have to say, like, with the name that you gave, it just made me think of the naming that Stuart Semple gives his paint potions.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the items that you have in front of you for available.
It's Acme paint, is what it is.
It's Acme.
Yeah, you paint it, you can create a 3-dimensional object, but instead of it being 1,000 square foot of surface with each pot, it's 500 each pot. With this, it is a used set.
Okay.
Does this building look like it's been painted into existence?
It might
No.
be the sign outside. Ooh. Right. So we would definitely like the potion of healing, please.
Okay. Potion of healing is just a potion of healing.
So that's just the 50 gold one.
Potion of healing, common. Yeah. She'll give it to you for 60 because there's a tax on all transactions within the region. So.
That's fine. How
It's
much...
a single one, so it's 2d4 plus 2 hit
Yeah,
points when you drink.
Anything helps if you don't have any magics curing.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. How much is the find the path scroll, please?
Find the path. Let me double check the spell there.
Because I think it's quite a high level
This
spell.
is 6th level divination.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's willing to part with that for... So let me double check here. I don't want to hear it from anybody in the chat or you. I am definitely tying the price of this to how useful it is in game. Yeah, no, she's willing to part with that for about 4,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I don't got that.
God
And the beads of force.
Beads of Force. That's an all-in-one deal for the bag,
Yeah.
and she's willing to part with that for. Well, that can't be right as a recommended price. Is that right? Recommended price looked reasonable, and that's that item.
That's not right.
That's not right. It's D&D. It shouldn't be reasonable.
I prefer reasonable to unreasonable.
Well, that's what I mean, though, is D&D usually doesn't have reasonable magic item prices, so I'm wondering if that's overpriced for its utility, or underpriced for its utility, because it's kind of...
I'm just
looking for
deep
this.
diving D&D forums right now of, can you fire beads of force from a musket? Because there's a massive conversation with it.
Three-quarter
there's
inch
a-
would be what caliber? 3/4 inches has got to be like, what, that's...
That's
Because
quite
a
big.
standard musket ball is a 55
It
caliber
Might work
lead
from
ball.
the
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yes.
That's what I'm
One
saying. We have a
caliber.
blunderbuss.
What caliber is 3 1/4 inches?
So
is it?
this is 500. This is Nitro Express round.
Beads.
Also, people are saying,
beads.
can you use this with the catapult spell?
It's 0.75 caliber.
Oh, it's 75 cal. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be. 75 caliber. Actually, I think
It's
some like
gun ammo.
Bolters. Yes, you're shooting
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bolt. You're shooting a bolt round at somebody, and
Beat
it
force.
actually acts kind of the same because it's an explosive round.
Oh,
Yeah, bolt
Shit.
rounds are mass reactive.
Yep.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I just thought of that. Because does that instantaneously expand when it hits an object, or does it expand as soon as it enters an object? Because that would be a bead of force inside of a person's chest cavity.
If they fail, yeah.
Now you fail the dex check, you're damn right it does.
Yep.
That is a bolter.
Jesus Christ.
Well, if they were inside,
It'd be
of a
funny if it was a
person,
defective one
don't
too,
they
and it had a
automatically
like a
fail the
fuse.
dex?
Yeah, it'd be funny if it had a fuse time too. It wasn't instantaneous, and it just the guy gets hit and just go, no, Jimmy, I think I'm okay. It just explodes next to his friend.
Or better still, shoot. Okay. Is that all you've got? Wait for it.
Oh no! I just thought. What if it if they're in enough armor that just breaks the breastplate and it's in the padded layer, and then just shrapnels whatever plate armor they're wearing into them.
Oh God.
And the people next to them.
I think we're taking far too deep a dive on this.
I want to
It
try this. War crimes! They're the evil magical war crimes.
Hey, I'm Isaac the Sorcerer, and this is Mythbusters.
We have invented a black powder bolt gun.
Yeah.
Somebody, please, can we get together and do a Mythbusters
All we need is
of D&D?
It's a nitro. It's a Nitro Express round. It's a 700 Nitro Express round. It's a elephant gun rifle. That's what we're
So for the full bag, you're looking at 860 gold pieces.
buying them.
Fuck
Might
yeah.
have just
Hell,
puts the
I'll
money
pay
on
for
the
those
table.
bastards.
It just slams gold pieces.
Shut up and take my money.
So okay, I'm gonna drop that. I'll drop that into
Okay.
your inventory.
Out
Just
of
not right.
curiosity, how much is Jester's paint?
There you go. Beads of force have been added to your inventory.
Who
Who's
paid for
paying
that?
for them?
Cool.
I'll
just
pay
let me
for
double
it.
Check the price.
It's going in the shotgun.
Oh, if you want to pay for it. Oh no, I don't know what my money was.
How much was it, Roach?
860.
Yeah, I can definitely
860.
cover that.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
you'll
Do
get.
sums.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll do
wow.
some.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I have trusted this chart since the campaign started, so I have to continue to trust the chart. The chart says
We still have
it's,
3,000 gold in the party fund,
yeah,
by the way, guys.
the chart says it's 200 gold pieces for the pigments.
I
mean,
am buying those.
What am I
If
at?
it's, I don't. You haven't
And
told
it
me how
should
much
be
you have.
halved because there's only half left.
1,860
No, that is halved. It's already halved.
Did you say it was stone giant or hill giant
800.
strength?
Stone
Giant.
giant. Minus 860 is.
Oh, that's the one that changes your strength to 23 for an hour.
Yeah. Now remember the marvelous pigments thing. You cannot create anything of value greater than 25 gold pieces.
I know.
Which is why she's going to pay
paint an object
25
of
gold pieces.
If you paint an object of greater value,
4766.
such as a diamond or a pile of gold, the object looks
It's
authentic,
worthless.
but
Yeah.
is not that.
Potion
And yeah,
that
you
would
can't.
make our strength 23.
4826
So,
minus 860
strength 23 would be a
is
plus
4066.
6?
No,
23.
3966.
Well, you got to think 10 is
That'd be a
0.
plus 7.
3966.
Even
10 plus
my
7.
math's not that bad.
Be a
River.
plus 7, yeah. Be a plus 7 strength for 1 hour.
Do we want to like buy that for like the final combat? Have Sesh chug it right before we go into
No, because
the,
Sesh can't
the
hit
battle?
anything. Give it to Astinia.
Well, no, but it does mean that when she does, she will like go ham with the good weapon. I mean, isn't Ustinia's strength already almost that?
My strength's 18.
My strength is
wow.
also 18. My strength is also 18.
Oh, okay.
But either.
Then
You could have one bottle and it's a quick release for either of the two frontliners. Like
Yeah.
yeah, just
But right
Okay.
now,
Yeah.
I currently have a plus 12 to hit with the good weapon. So if I can't hit with that, you just retire me. Just retire me. Just put me in the
well,
grave.
that will make it a plus 15 to
yes,
hit.
Red.
Yeah.
Were you?
So how much is the markup
Yeah, I'd
on
like
the
that there.
paint?
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
How much is the markup on the paint? Because it's 200
You're
gold on the
paying-
list.
You're paying an extra 25 gold on top of that, so it'd be 225 for the full.
225 plus the 60 for the potion of healing is 285.
Yes.
Yes. So are you? Is that your? Is you're just buying all those? Do you want me to drop it into your inventory?
Yeah, so the paint set and the potion of healing.
Okay. Potion of healing is. Did you already have a potion of healing in there? In your.
Yes.
I think I've got 0 potions. Yeah, I've got potion of healing in there. I just need to. It's 0 at the moment.
Mark it as 1 because I just
I'll
dragged
mark
and
it
dropped
as
it, but it didn't.
1.
It didn't update. So.
There we go.
And then marvelous pigments. There you go. Painter's. Oh, I gotta identify that. Don't I? It would be. What would it be labeled under? What was it labeled under?
What are
Trying
you
to find
do?
it. I think I dropped it into there, but I don't know if it was identified.
If nothing else, it's another escape route.
Blind wooden box. Would that be? Yeah, there it is. There you go. You got that now. I think Isaac. I also have to. Your beads of force. It would just be.
Oh no, they're dropping them into rivals because rival paid for them in the end.
Oh,
I got
well, I already
excited
put.
that he's paid for them.
Oh yeah.
Are they
so
in mine?
They were in yours. I
I-
just
I
gotta
can
find
say-
it,
I can send them
identify.
to him.
Well, let me identify it, and then you can drag and drop it into the party fund. I gotta. Talkie stones.
He's-
Oh.
They're at the
I'm
top.
trying
It
to-
just says beads.
Does it? Okay, let me identify that. There you go. Now you can drag and put that in and everything. Okay, so the potion of healing, beads of force are gone. You took the scroll.
You've also only got 1, but we got 7, right?
No, it's a bag of 7. Is what is what it
One
is. So
bag.
you wanna-
Of 7 beads.
One bag. Yeah. You got the pigments. Did any of you take the Hill Giant Strength, Longevity, or Find the Path scroll? Or did we already do the Find the Path scroll?
Find the path scroll's too expensive for me. Mog's looking
Right.
at it longingly, but is going to walk away.
I'm putting the beads of force in the party sheet for Rivallon to grab.
How many are are there? In the
7.
bag?
7.
7.
7.
7 beats.
7 portable war crimes.
Quite.
7 problems for our enemies. So
I
you got that.
wanna
You got the.
Find out, is this person willing to buy a load? Because we've got loads and loads of freaking
Oh, we've
gems.
got a load of gems, haven't
Yeah, I got
we?
loads of gems and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to buy good quality shit. It's just smoke. She's puffing on her pipe, and she's.
I mean, Alexandrite is, according to
Yeah.
this, 500 GP. So like,
Yeah,
she's willing to
is
buy
pretty
anything that has an overall gold value of over 10.
So yeah,
Oh.
the Alexandrite, the Aquamarine are all 500. The Black Pearl is 500.
So whatever it says the price of that is, knock 10 gold off of the final price, and you will get that amount in return. Just take it out of your inventory.
Okay, so
and
each of the gemstones that we have in our inventory, all of them are actually worth 500 GP each. So the 3 topaz are worth 500 GP each. The 2 Alexandrites are worth.
So
Mm.
knock it
we've
up.
got a carved ivory statue worth 250. We've just been hoarding loads of objects for ages that we just haven't sold.
Keep the
She
scroll.
has
I
a
need
she
to
has
get
a
broken
top
mother.
she has a top buying quantity of 10,000 gold that she has like she
Okay.
can bring
Okay.
out. So you have to whatever you have, if it doesn't over top 10,000, she'll buy it as long as its
So,
initial
Let me get a
price is over 10.
calculator.
Yeah.
So she's
work
willing
it
to
out.
buy everything at 10 below the price it's on the list, right?
So just
She's willing to
might
buy
you
it
just-
at cost, but it's the 10 go the
Okay.
10 is
Fine
has
with
to be
me.
taken out.
2,
Yeah, so-
3, 6,
so
9.
No, so 9
There's
times
9 gems. 9 times
4
500 is 4,500 GP.
Minus 90.
Okay, no, but just give me all of the other things as well, because there's other things in there that need selling.
The box
So
of turquoise
9
animal
times
statues.
490.
I thought we were holding on to that.
I think we're
That's
holding
holding
on
off.
to it.
That one's significant.
Okay, we're hanging on to that. So the carved ivory statuette is 250, and there's a
So
large gold
that's
bracelet there
240
worth another 250.
plus
Just hawking it at the
240.
pawn shop in town.
Yep, and that's everything I can see. Then that's the Alexandrites, the aquamarine, the black pearl, the 3 blue spinels, the carved ivory statue, the large gold bracelet, and the 3 topaz. That should be all of the stuff.
That's 4,890 gold pieces.
with the 10 gold off each.
Yeah.
Okay. Then get rid of all of those items and then divide that amongst yourselves and
I
tell me
believe
whatever
you
you need
have
to
to
put.
remove them.
I can. Okay, so let me just.
What did you say it was, Mitch? 4,890.
Yeah.
4,890.
Inventory.
So just
So
Divided
it's
by 6.
so you're the only thing you're keeping is the box of turquoise animal statues, but you're getting rid of the carved
Yeah.
statuette and all the gems.
Yes, and the
Mhm.
large gold bracelet. It's just underneath the chain shirt. That's 815 gold pieces exactly, and 815 gold pieces for the inventory as well. So that's basically another 1,000 gold per person.
So that's 850 for the party sheet as well.
815.
gold?
815. each.
815. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
815
well,
for
I'm
the
putting that back into my fund.
Yeah.
815.
815.
So I just basically sold all that and I paid for those beads. Thanks.
So the party gold's now to 4,447.
Yeah. I have
I'm brain.
I have the bones of like 6,000 gold pieces on me.
1, 2, 5.
We need to find somewhere to spend all this fucking money, folks.
we just tried.
You also
but we
sell
just
the.
made
Did
more.
you also sell the
I'm-
topaz?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
the
waiting
topaz,
for my
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, the topaz is gone as well.
Okay. You also
I
have
have
a
a bit
lot
of
of.
a shopping list.
Oh, you
There's
do?
a lot of
Okay.
Scrolls there, actually. We
All
have a shit ton of scrolls
To the
there.
armory!
The armory to sell off the rest of your shit and buy new things.
Yes, to buy new shit.
Is that chain
All right.
shirt in there a basic chain shirt, by the way?
Yeah, that's my
yeah.
one from my
That's
OG
camp.
chain shirt.
Huh, we just keep it just because it's handy to have in case someone
we've
needs to
been
borrow it.
It's got a lot of holes in it.
Yeah.
A lot of stab wounds in that shirt.
Yeah. Lots of blood. Lots of blood on it.
Had a lot of trauma in that shirt. I think I want to keep it.
Actually, if that change shirt is covered in Isaac's blood, surely it's worth more.
Well,
Good point.
probably.
Good point, yeah.
I don't think Isaac's that famous yet.
No,
No,
it's the whole celestial thing. Yeah,
It's
Asmar
the
blood is worth
Asimar
number.
thing.
Yeah. Asmar blood is like used in.
It's a chain shirt covered in grade A celestial blood.
Yep. Slap stubble change shirt.
Like a carnival barker trying to sell something.
Yep.
Okay, so so you're not picking up any of the last 3 items that she has available there. The
Remind
hill
me of
giant,
what they were.
potion of stone giant strength, potion of longevity, scroll of find the path. Scroll of find the path is very expensive. You haven't asked about the prices
How
of
much?
either of the.
How much is the potion of heal giant? Stone giant. I remember they're like 3,000 gold.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Potion. Let me just double check here. Do they even have potion of strength?
I think you remember. I remember you trying to sell it to me before.
Yeah. Well, prices fluctuate. I'm kind of taking what they're giving me and adding and subtracting things for the general market.
Fair enough.
Okay, they don't have that for consumables. Okay, so I'll make it up.
Divide by the GDP, carry the 9.
That is my one complaint. That's my huge complaint about D&D 5th edition is that the magic items and prices and shit like that are so nebulous. It basically means nothing. What they've got marked down in the books.
Fuel bouquets are deductible.
Yeah, yeah. Because right now they give me a range of 501 to 5,000 according to the DMG for this. So this like 10-1. So I'm gonna say for 23 for 1 hour, we'll say 2,000 gold pieces for it. It gives you a +7 to your strength for an hour. For 100, what is that? That's 100 rounds of combat if you were to fight for a straight hour. You got that, and then the potion of longevity is like, let's see here. That's
a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. She's willing to entertain that for 15,000.
Nope.
Yeah, I bid her
Damn.
farewell and I leave.
Okay. So those are all being put back in there. She has done a decent amount. She can hawk those gems for a good amount.
DM,
Yes.
if I learn a cantrip from a scroll, that doesn't go towards my wizard cantrip list, does it? It's just a spell I've learned along the way from a scroll.
If you're learning it as a wizard, the way wizards get is you just can add. You can just add.
If I find a spell,
spells.
I can add it to my book.
Yeah. That's why you want spell scrolls you want spell scrolls and the components to transpose them because you can just get a shitload of choices there that are
Just more spells.
Yeah. Your overall limit per day is still the same.
Like you have more choices.
Yeah, you just have more choices. That's the benefit. So, where else do you want to go with your last couple hours of light for the day?
I didn't go to the magic shop, but I intend to go to 2 places. The first, 3 possibly. First is going to be some stables. I wish to see if they got a superior horse to my draft horse.
Okay.
Then I want to go to the armory because I want to find a shield, and not just any shield. It's got to be the fanciest of fancy shields that they have in all of Shieldsville.
And I'm looking for a bow.
Okay.
And after that, it may or may not be a jeweler's, depending.
All right. So let's do these. This is a lot, and we haven't even gotten into the recon for tonight. Let's just do this. Let's do the Okay, so at the stables.
War elephants.
See, if this was like a poorly programmed RPG, like that, like it just scales to you, and that's the top mount.
Like, why have I got a war elephant in this icy tundra?
Yeah.
No, you see, it would be even. No, you see, it'd just be like an alternate thing. Instead of it being a war elephant, it'd be a war polar bear.
I still say I think the funniest thing that somebody could do would be to make a tabletop RPG which uses its mechanics. Its mechanics are a poorly programmed MMORPG, and that's the setting. And
Yeah.
you're working around the game mechanics and the mechanics of the game your players are playing at the same
It's
time.
only 200 GP for a freaking elephant. According
It's not
to
the price
DMG.
that matters, Midge. It's the availability.
It's half the price of a warhorse. They carry 1,320 pounds. I want an elephant.
I literally own a warhorse, man. It was one of the few things I actually spent money on.
So, yeah, what page is that on, by the way? Just so I
And a
can look it up.
church. Warhorse.
Yeah, and a church. It's,
Sorry, I don't
it's
have
two
the
big
page
extremes
number.
here. There's the warhorse, the plate mail,
I can just send you
shield.
the compendium.
church.
I'll just look it up.
Actual
That might be
goddamn
easier.
real estate. Sesh is a landowner. Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you don't remember the fact that you bought land?
No, I keep forgetting
Um,
the fact that like Sesh is actually a landowner. Sesh is technically like a
Oh,
landlord,
that would be
or
in
whatever
the
you want to
main
call
book, wouldn't it?
it. Which is
And
madness
someone
to
with
me.
a divine line to Paylor owns shares.
What's that?
No,
what's
it's
that? What's that post
charitable
somebody put
donation
on?
for the shit that happened?
What's that thing somebody posted where their players figured out that they could make better money not being adventurers, but instead getting into the spice and wool trade?
Yeah, I
it was
remember
the
that.
wool
Yeah.
trade.
And played a campaign where they were
Because
just...
they found out that sheep were 3 copper according to the DMG.
yeah,
Like a whole sheep. So they just spent their first adventure paycheck, bought like 500 sheep, and just made money on wool.
Literally just became a cotton farm. It's a wool
They,
farm.
they basically just started
So-
playing a D&D version of Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
yeah, basically. Okay.
That actually does sound kind of fun though, to be honest.
So they have 4 horses in the stables that they're willing to sell.
One has 3
for them. Now
legs.
this is a farming community though, so the vast majority, or I mean, majority of them are draft horses for farm work to sell to the local, farm complexes or like more wealthier individuals that don't have to settle for like a donkey or a mule. They do have one riding horse in stock. It's a mare that they were going to be selling to a nobleman, but he never came to pick it up. So they're trying to get rid of it.
Did we kill him?
Maybe.
What is their initial bid request for the price?
As in price. Okay. Given the fact that it has...
Somebody's
Also,
already paid for
Estinia,
it.
don't forget to talk to her to see if she's okay.
Because you can speak with
Oh,
animals.
right. He can just talk to animals.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah, I
from... No.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's barbarian to
they're-
stars.
Their first bid's 90 gold pieces for it.
I talk to the horse.
You talk to the horse. Okay.
Okay.
What do you talk to the horse about?
Politics.
Have you been kept well here?
Something here.
This Rustini is talking to the horse about
Someone
like the inner
please
machinations
clip
of the
this.
mind and politics.
When
Hey,
Estinia
being
says,
able to
I talked to the horse,
shop-
and then Roach has to go.
yeah, it's
I know.
Well,
my
hey.
horse.
there's a lot of things I never thought I'd have to say or do, but D&D has forced me to.
That's fair.
the thing.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, it responds. Yeah. Things are okay.
Are you hurt in any way or feeling unwell?
No.
Would you be happy to come with me and be my mount and perhaps someday soon see the Great Plains away across over the mountain with our horses?
What's a mountain?
Big,
Be like
giant
glue.
hill. Like massive, huge hill you've never climbed before. Don't worry about mountain. What I'm saying is we one day, hopefully soon, we'll go to a
Oh,
place where there are
shit.
many, many
Don't
other
talk to-
horses.
Don't talk to our horses. We went into the light and ended up somewhere else.
Would you like to
Yeah.
do that?
That sounds interesting.
Do you like glue?
I guess.
Okay, I'm done.
I don't know what you want. What you want from a horse? Like, it's just-
She seems okay, but not necessarily like she does not
not
seem
90 gold. Okay.
But she doesn't seem overly keen. Could we perhaps negotiate the price?
Give me a persuasion check. We'll see if we'll...
Not one. No.
I'm not. Oh, here we go.
I mean, you're negotiating a price. I don't know what else you can really
Yeah,
do.
I know.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no,
buddy!
no. None of your bust.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty
Price
firm on that
actually
90
just gone up.
price. They had to invest a lot of money in it to get it to that, to get it to where it is now, and they had a firm price with the noble, but so they kind of want to
I
get
will
that money
purchase
back.
it, but I'm keeping my draft horse as my carry wagon.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
So now I have 2 horse. I will be famous man back in the tribe.
Okay, so you got a riding horse and a draft horse.
I will ride the riding horse, and the draft horse will be a working horse.
Okay, do you want a saddle for, or do you?
Yes, I do actually require. No, I can move the saddle from the draft horse, which has a
Oh,
saddle,
yeah.
because I'm not
Could
using the
Salah
saddle.
borrow the draft horse?
Hmm?
Could Salah borrow the draft horse?
If she buys her own saddle, yeah, sure. I'm not buying one for her.
Saddles are expensive, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not buying an extra saddle I don't need.
Yeah, a standard, actually a regular riding saddle is 10 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, that's where all my money went. Salah. I gave it to Salah.
So how much did you give Salah? Because she
500 gold.
she'll buy a saddle. She'll buy a saddle and she'll ride your draft horse. So she
She'll
doesn't
buy
have
a
to
saddle, bitten bride, and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, she'll.
I think a bitten bride is like 2 gold or something.
Yeah, no, she's got plenty for that. So yeah, you pick up a riding horse for yourself, which means
Excellent.
which means I still think you. How fast is your run speed? Or how fast is your speed?
40.
40. Okay, hey, you have a horse that's
Yes.
faster than you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can actually play a mounted combatant finally. After I got-
Instead of riding next, actually, you should train your draft horse as a and just pack hunt with all the
Yeah.
draft horses.
Well, as in you're running along, you send the horses out
Yeah.
as distraction.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fanning. Yeah.
You guys beat the bushes, I'll get the creature.
Yeah, it's a new innovative way to fox hunting, and he's on the foot. Like, going through. All right, so yeah.
Okay, that's that bit done.
Wow,
got- yeah,
my
moving-
warhorse.
Moving swiftly on.
I completely forgot that my warhorse has a movement speed of 60 feet. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, same as a riding horse.
This
My
thing is
entire
fire.
intention of this character was to be a fucking Mongolian, but I've been playing him as a foot sentinel.
It's a hoplite.
You've been playing him more like a freaking samurai than anything. Like, just fully plate armored in the middle of everyone going, ah!
Yeah.
Chopping everyone to
Yeah.
pieces.
Less Mongolian.
I mean, you're
more
also wearing an
Varangian, to be
animal
fair.
visage on your head too. It's
Yeah.
totally samurai.
Yeah.
So you
Some
finish
sort of
up
Varangian
there. You wanted to
auxilia.
go to the armory.
And I have one thing on my mind. I want the fanciest of fancy McFancyville shields in order to
Okay.
shield them.
All right.
Yes,
That-
so I would like the fanciest shield you have.
Do you want, like? I'm just asking because I need. That doesn't give me a lot. When you say
Okay,
fancy
let me-
shields, do you mean magic, or do you just mean aesthetically very like gaudy?
Aesthetically very gaudy.
Okay.
Very ornate.
A very
Yes.
ornate, a very
The
ornate
prettiest
regular
shield
shield.
in the prettiest shield you've ever seen.
Okay. All right. They obviously don't have that in stock, like starting off with, but they are willing to make a commission while you're in town, to your specifications, specifically on what you want. They can They can put gold inlay in if they.
How
if
long is
you
this going
want.
to take then?
Well, it depends on specifically what you want, because they can have like a regular shield template, and then on top of that, kind of add to, or they could make one from scratch if you want like a special shape or anything else on top of the fanciness of it. Like, it's up to you, kind of, because you can have it like by tomorrow, or you could have it in like 2 or 3 days.
Okay, I just needed to check this.
Shields aren't that
Hold on.
hard to make. Shields aren't that hard to make. They're just laminated wood with maybe a metal reinforcer around the edge and some straps.
Right, quick check. No one else can read what that was
can't
except
read
Roach
that.
and I.
Yeah.
No one else was able to understand that apart from Roach and I, right?
Yeah, just you. It
Just
tells me
me
who
and
understood
you.
what. It's just
Okay,
it's just you
me
that
and you.
understands that.
Okay, right. I'm going to get out a piece of paper and whatever they have pencil equivalent. I'm going to sketch out what I'm after. I'm after a shield.
Will.
I'm after a shield that has lots of Uteshian design features and stuff like in terms of artwork, sort of very Uteshian themed with
All
the
right.
gold inlay and stuff like that. It's going to be a very beautiful and aesthetically pleasing style shield with the following runes written around the outside.
Once
All
you
of a
write this,
sudden-
we'll.
All of a sudden, I wish I'd taken linguist so I could understand this, but I didn't.
Do not say it.
Okay. All right.
Well,
I got that.
you don't understand this yet. No one does until
No,
I.
Well, if
reveal
I
it when
had,
it's finished.
if I had,
Yeah.
if I had linguist,
So,
I would have taken
they'll
it
take
as
it-
a language.
They'll take
Yeah,
it.
I'm not
read it.
there.
Yeah, they'll take your recommendations. If you don't want a special shape and you just want like a usable, like kind of hardy shield, that
aesthetic shape rather than use.
Aesthetic
this
shape.
is
Okay.
aesthetic rather than use.
so more of like a. Okay, so
Ceremonial shield. more
like
than
a ceremony shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so more like a crest kind of shape for
Possibly.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They can make that like they can make like an elongated kite if you wanted that that you could fill a design into, and they have the runes on the exterior and everything. They can make that. They'll have that in like 3 days. They could edging on 4 if you wanted to rush it. If you wanted to pay a little extra for a rush, they could get it done within a firm 3 days, because they need to spend time kind of cutting a good shape. They're not using their basic templates, so they have to go to like a lumber and everything and get that. But they can do that. So we'll say, because a normal shield's 10 gold pieces, we'll say for the extra effort it's 20, and if you want to rush, 25 gold pieces just to get.
Can I get jewels in there? I want some fancy jewels as part of the design.
Fancy
Is that gonna
jewels.
pop up?
Okay, let's say you get the fanciest fucking shield that they can make within that time
Yes.
with the rush order.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it at a firm 250 gold pieces. This got jewels in it.
Slam it on the desk.
Yeah, okay, they got that. But at that point, we'll get to Rivallon's order after the break, because we are at break right now. So we'll get there. So.
Break time, people.
We will be back. We'll take this time, grab yourself some water, get refreshed, and we will be back in a moment.
Well, yeah. To be fair, I actually have work tomorrow, so I
3,
actually can't stay
2,
around.
1.
I'm back.
When we're back.
And we beak. Okay. So
Ooh.
before we go on to Rival or Rivallon, Ustini still had one more thing you wanted to do before we went there. So what was the other thing you wanted, other than the shield, which you've put money down for?
I would like to go to a jeweler's.
Jewelers. Okay.
Give me a sec.
Just trying to think if there would be one here, because it's not a big place, but it is.
There's a curio shop that just has got an influx of jewels.
It's got a shitload of of
Yeah.
gems. Actually, yeah, there is a jeweler's. I just rolled a 20 on that d20.
Hey.
So that's so you find a random jeweler in this like
like a cart.
semi-farming community. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a cart. Yeah, it's a guy that's selling jewels in the back of a cart. He's here today and maybe for a few days, and he's gonna leave soon. So, what did you want specifically? Damn it, Duke! You got fur in
He
my
is
glasses.
typing it in.
No, I'm trying to get reference material for a certain.
He's getting a
something.
reference picture, I'm assuming.
Here we go.
Picture.
You look that up. I'm gonna do Rivallon's thing while you get your specific reference. Rivallon,
Yeah.
what did you want from the armory?
I'm looking for a better bow.
A better bow than your bow of warning that you are currently using. Your +1 bow of warning. Okay. Okay. The magical weapon that I so graciously bequeathed you.
Yep.
You want a better thing?
Yep.
All right. Sure.
Such a thing
Yeah.
exists.
Well, it's not is it just a bow of warning? It's not a +1, is it? I mean, I think it's naturally a +1, but it is
It's naturally
not like
+1, but it doesn't give you any extra damage or anything like
No,
that.
it doesn't
It's
give me
just,
anything on that. No.
yeah, it's just a
Something
magic-
like that roach that I sent you.
Okay, I'll look that
Have you
when we
literally
finish.
used the
Something
warning
akin to
thing,
that.
like once?
Okay. So I'm just trying. Okay, not longsword of warning. Where's the bows?
Longsword of warning? That's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
there's a
actually.
bow. There's a of warning for most weapon types. There's a glaive
Yeah.
of warning. It's like
I really like the idea
That
of a
makes
longsword
sense.
of warning that just like goes beep, 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 beep.
It's okay though. We have a
Uh,
sesh of warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Longbow of warning is still yeah. It does give you a +1 because it is naturally magical. But okay, so. Let me just look this up here. Oh crap! Duke hit the space bar like a lot when he was on my desk. It's just filled up the search field. Wow, those must be 30 or 40 of them. That's a
Hit
lot.
Control A, man. Just Control A that shit.
It was already halfway by the time we said that. All right, so.
So, I was just going, in the previous, I was also going through like mounts, and I must have gotten onto Pathfinder because it went onto modern mounts as well. So it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like,
yeah.
just scrolling through. Oh, Hippogriff, B-17 Flying Fortress.
Wait. Hold up.
Roll
30,000
that.
Hold
gold
up.
pieces.
Hold on up. Okay. Yeah, it'd be a magical weapon. I haven't really given it. We'll see. Just let me check this. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think.
All right.
All right. No, not all right. I hate all of you.
You should.
Burning
I
passion.
never
Thank you.
said
Burning passion.
anything.
I love you too, Roach. Don't worry. I'll buy you dinner next
Red.
time I see you.
What's that meme? What does it mean? You should all be ashamed of yourself, except you. You were it's like
Yeah. It's like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you.
all I can think of.
No,
all I
no,
can think
there
of is the
is a-
Harry
it's a
Potter
movie
one.
quote.
All I can think of
Except
is the Harry.
You accused of being.
Yeah, all I can think of is the Harry Potter one, and it's like, all right, listen up, you little shits, except for you, Luna, except for you, or whatever her name is.
Luna.
Luna works.
Yeah, Luna, you're. You're fine. We're lucky to have you here. It just goes right back. It's good. I'm trying to look up your current bow just to see if they would have anything better. Because you've got your so you have a +9 to attack with your bow of warning.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's mostly Rivallon.
So what would that? So yeah, I'm trying to figure out if that's the bow or not. So you have a +3 dex and a +4 proficiency.
Yes.
Plus his
So
fighting
that-
style, which is 2, I believe. Archery gives you a
Just-
+2 to hit,
Mhm.
I think.
Yes.
Yes. So that'd be okay.
That would be 9.
So that'd be just 9. So the bow's not giving you that. Okay. So even a +1 would be better. All right. So they present you with a lot of bows, a lot of long bows that they've got for hunters and the like. And specifically, there are 2 that catch your fancy. They're both fairly bereft of decoration, but they look finely made, and kind of when you hold them, they feel like they got like a magical aura to them.
He has trained in Arcana.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you are trained. Okay. All right. You have a +2 and a +1 longbow.
I can already
Excuse-
see
I-
the
Excuse me, I just need
glowing
to
smile.
just need to 2 minutes. Just need 2 minutes.
How much gold is that
Oh!
going to cost?
Oh!
Let's change the cameras. Put them back.
Deep breath.
The joke is played.
Deep breath.
So, what you're getting is the +1 longbow is going to cost you 400 gold pieces.
What's +2 gonna cost?
The +2 is going to cost you 4,500 gold pieces.
Okay, and what would they give me for my lovely longbow of warning?
Longbow of warning. They will pay 250 gold pieces for it.
Alright, fair enough. Oh, I'll sell them that.
Be a
Do you
250.
take platinum?
Do you take platinum?
Yeah.
The
How,
eyes light
how
up.
incredibly edge of us. Do you take platinum?
Yes, sir. I'll take your platinum. Yeah.
So the guy's eyes just go, "Dong." Platinum, you say?
Just dilate.
Yeah. Like a cat. He's actually
It's
a
like-
taxi behind the counter.
4,500 gold pieces for that, buddy. Do you take platinum?
It's just
Sorry,
my
Like
prized
450 platinum
possession.
pieces on the table. Just
How much
Are you-
platinum?
So are
The
you taking it?
mortgage on this whole town came out on that.
Yeah, literally can walk in and go, I can buy all your houses!
Peasants.
I just sold the +2 bow!
Oh, the idea of Rivallon calling anyone a peasant is hilarious. I don't know why.
It's like
I think what
playing
you-
Skyrim.
Yeah. Yes.
Because you've got, because right now what have you got? You got 383 platinum pieces. So that gives
Yeah.
you
3,800 gold.
3,830.
3,830, and you've got 4,781.
He
Yeah.
could literally just
So-
pay it out of his gold. Just here.
Yeah. So if you want, 4,500 gold pieces for the +2
Minus the 250 for his bow.
minus 250. Yeah.
Before 250.
So 4,250.
4,250. I'm torn between should I sell my platinum?
Well, you can spend like 200 of
split
your
it.
platinum.
No,
Yeah, you could
it's
split it half
fine.
and
It's
half.
fine. I'll just pay the 4,250 out of my gold. It's fine.
You can always
I'm gonna
break
I'm
the
gonna
platinum.
pop it in the party sheet first, so I can identify it for you, and then
Yeah.
then you can take it out of there.
Plus, need be, you can always
You
go to
taking
another
out
party
my-
member and go,
my-
"Hey guys,
My low
you
bomb
have,
of warning.
you know."
Yep, I can take that.
Okay.
Just give me a second.
You see, all I can imagine now is in a
Longbow.
few days' time, Rivallon's like, "Hey, does anyone here have any change for some platinum?"
Why do you have 2? Oh no, that's rapier. That's a
Yeah.
rapier. I was just looking at the. I was gonna. Why do you have 2 of
Rapier-
these? I didn't give you
rapier-
2.
You're wounding.
Longbow
Wounding,
of
yeah.
warning.
Shut up.
It's alphabetical, bro.
All right. Yeah,
Right,
you
so
can pull the
4,
you can
7,
pull the
8,
+2 out of the party sheet.
minus 4,
He's just
2,
doing sums.
5,
Hang on.
Equals, okay,
Oh, he's
5,
doing
3,
he's
1.
doing math.
Yeah.
He's doing
No,
reverse
No,
math.
sums.
Yep.
He's doing sums.
There you go. The gold's out of there as well.
He's doing
That's the
various
combat
things.
tracker. Don't want the combat tracker. I want the party.
Yep.
+2 longbow. Oh.
Oh.
Now you got to re-input all your attacks.
I don't care.
He does not care.
He do not
Oh!
care.
Oh,
There
it's
you
in
go.
my
You
inventory.
got that now.
Oh,
So that means you have a +11 to hit instead of a +1.
yeah. I know.
Yep.
Is that +2 to damage as well, just to hit?
Yes. +2
Yes.
to damage and +2 to hit.
So that's a
It's
D8
in
plus
caster.
2 plus his dex, which
Yeah, I've got to redo all my friggin'
Yeah.
attacks.
yeah, it's
He's
everything.
gonna
That's
be sometime.
that's the rest of your day.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
pretty
We got like other people who need to buy shit, namely me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Welcome
my,
to a
long,
shopping
my
episode.
longbow. Oh.
Ding,
Whew.
ding, 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 ding.
Mage is just like, let me just search through all of my shopping list playlists right here for more songs for people to listen to.
So,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put some music on because
now I can finally check what.
ba-da-ba-da.
Okay, so you want. Okay, so you're wanting that. Instead.
Or something as close to as possible.
Okay.
You're now
Or
+11.
Yeah.
Do you want it? It should. You should be able to drag and drop it in there, and it'll just give you what you need. It should automatically input it correctly, because you basically it should
Yeah.
be your proficiency, should be your dex plus your proficiency, plus your plus
+2
the
for archery.
+2 for the archery, and then +2 for the longbow.
Yeah.
So that's
So
+4.
in the plus archery one might not automatically apply, so you might have to
No.
manually input an extra
Okay.
bonus in there.
And it's to increase my
Uh,
damage. Did you say?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that should automatically be in there, like with the bow, because that's just a natural
as long
thing
as you've
it does.
clicked that to be equipped, yeah.
Yeah, it should automatically be a plus. Should be a D8 plus 2 plus your dex, which would be 3, so it'd be a +5.
D8 +5 should be your basic roll when you
It's
roll
not
damage.
showing.
No, but I think,
I can do it though.
yeah.
So Ustenia, is this sized for you or who I think it's going to be sized for?
What do you think?
Well, I was just wondering, is it sized for who I think it's sized for? Because I was just
You just
all right.
ruined the whole surprise. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just checking.
See,
You didn't give me any.
You could have asked him in DMs. You could have just sent him a DM and been like, "Hey, is this size for
Yeah.
who you think it is?"
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you in the DM.
Well, I didn't know if it was supposed to be a surprise for
What,
everybody.
it's like with the shield and the thing on the shield. Like seriously?
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know.
Damn it,
It's-
Roach! You're making it really hard
For who I
Ustenia
think
to
it's supposed to be for, it's a little big. So I thought it was gonna be shrunk
Yeah.
down a little bit.
I have so
All right.
many questions, and I cannot wait for answers.
So they can do this. Yes. Do you want to do you need it by a certain time, or do you want it to be a
Very much before we leave this town.
before you leave? Okay. Yeah, they could probably do that.
Hey, Duke.
How regal. That's a dice. You were not playing with it. You were staring at a die on my desk. I just rolled.
Toys?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How jeweled do you want it?
Yes.
Okay. What's your price limit?
Yes.
There is no price limit.
Oh.
Okay. So they give you 3 options from like little sketches. They give you one option that's the cheapest, which is about 1,500 gold pieces.
Ew, no.
They've got a middling option, which is a full 3,000 gold pieces, and they've got the most expensive one that they can make, which is full gold with silver inlay or silver with gold inlay, however you want it, and a whole bunch of gems that they can input in there.
That
and it goes
that they've just been sold by the.
It's you're getting 6,500 gold pieces for
How much is a platinum worth again?
10.
10. So if you got 100, that's 1,000 gold pieces. So your current stocks of wealth is 3,430
In platinum.
in
Plus my gold.
platinum plus your
I'll
gold.
go with the expensive option, please.
Okay, so 6,000
Oh,
500
Mage, stop it. You're making me
gold pieces.
Stop it.
Wait,
Open up Discord.
I've never been happier.
You motherfucker.
It was better with the first picture. Just the first picture. Just coming out. That was amazing.
You motherfucker. How dare you?
Oh wait, there's a GIF of it. Oh
my fucking god, Mitch. That's good.
Look,
So,
I have nothing else to spend money on, so why not?
Yeah, that's 6,000. That's 6,500 gold pieces for it. They can get it to you.
Fuck you, man. Oh, geez.
That's yeah, that's a full. That's a full. You know what the worst part is? He probably would have treated her better than Jamie. In the end, yeah.
You're not wrong. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Definitely
He would have worshipped. He would have worshipped Brienne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though I did like the Jamie Brienne thing. No. So yeah. They'll have it to you within a few days. They can get that to you. They've got part of what you were buying is for them to rent a space. So they could focus on it. So yeah. That's you've done that. Rivallon, you've got your bow that you're now learning how to program.
The great part about it is all my bow shots are exactly what is it, a D8 or something like that, plus 11.
Yeah, for an attack. Yeah, that should work just fine. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, Roach,
Your damage is
the happiest boy.
Your damage isn't going to increase that much, I don't think, because +2, so it should be like your damage for the bow should just be +5.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he does that, but if
Every
he
little
takes what's it
helps.
called? Well, if he takes his -10 to hit
Sharpshooter,
roll.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'd be a flat D20 +1,
One,
essentially, at the end.
Yeah, plus a D20 +1 for a damage of at least +15.
15.
Plus 15.
Yeah.
Dang.
Which would hurt. That
No,
should hurt.
7,
Yeah, it
18.
would.
Because it's 3 dice
That,
as well.
that's like we gotta
like-
end the
that's
fight
like 4
right
peasants.
now.
That's like
Yeah,
4 peasants.
That's more than 4. They got like 2 HP.
No, they've got 4
Rivallon just
4
lines
HP
up a
each, and
shot and there's just ping and just like just collateral
Lines up a
17
peasant.
people with this one bow. Ping.
He's making noises to get my attention. He's doing like his little
Aw.
grumbly.
Oh,
Because I'm not
baby.
paying attention to him.
Pay attention to me, Dad, you fucker.
Yeah. Little monster.
Duke is very much royalty. He requires much attention.
He is. If
Yeah.
I get a lot of money at some point, I'm gonna get an oil painting of Duke on a Duke's body, like just his face in like a smaller form factor. I'm gonna hang it right above his little bed. Just he's got a little. He's got his own little space. So, is there anything else anybody would like to do? Because
Yes.
that's being done. Okay. Yes.
I
Go
have
ahead.
2 things, and they're very simple. One, I want to buy some lingerie. Very expensive lingerie, if there's any in the tailor.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I mean, medieval lingerie, which is.
Listen, it makes me feel
Medieval
pretty.
lingerie
Fuck
that
you.
fits a Dragonborn.
Hey, I'm not saying it's wrong. Sometimes you just need to feel nice.
Yeah, it makes me
Yeah.
feel pretty. Fuck you. Essentially.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging.
Essentially,
I'm not judging. I'm judging your idea that you can get it here.
Hey,
This
suggestion
farming
does not mean
community
it's
is now loaded. I just want to point this out. We have just dumped like
Money,
Like, you
just
know,
money.
I was saying, like, this whole joke about us Mansa Musering this place. We've literally done that here. We have inflated the economy for the next 10 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
We are
we've
basically
done
propping up their
to
GDP.
this village what they're trying to do for the world economy right now, and we just did it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All we need is some interdimensional or interstellar adventures to come to Earth and just dump a whole bunch of stuff on like local knickknacks.
Yeah.
Just local
It's
knickknacks,
Mass Effect.
which would be the equivalent of something like the space
Fuck
shuttle.
it.
Or ISS, like just like I'd like to
just-
buy that for my mantle. And then they
It's
just-
fine. We just needed a sorcerer, like a level 20 sorcerer to plane shift to Earth and go, I want that fleet of B-12s.
Yes, that's it.
I think they look lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to
Here.
ask. and if they don't
Here's
have
a
it,
swimming
cool.
pool full of gold.
How
Yes.
does that thing get up into the air?
Yeah.
Have
Play
50
for
of
some
them.
rare
The
resource where
B-52s,
you
I'll
are.
take all of them.
Just gold. Just
Have
flicking
the
gold
gold.
everywhere.
Take the gold.
No.
You know, with a coin-based,
Platinum,
with a coin-based economy, it kind of makes it would be even funnier. You know, they've got those dollar guns, like those paper dollar guns that you got there.
Just a
Just
dollar
be
cannon full of
flinging coins at people.
just a cannon full of platinum coins.
I would like to buy one of your nations. Here is a dimension door to a world made of platinum.
So, yeah,
You can have
find-
England.
No, you know what the world would go. North Korea. There you go. You can have North Korea.
Yeah, perfect.
Take it.
North Korea. Yeah,
Take it.
you can have that one.
We have this,
Makes
we
it-
have this wonderful.
Not
place
just
in
they don't just take
Liechtenstein.
the people there; they just take the land, and it becomes an island of Korea.
Yeah.
The rest of
The island of Korea. Yes.
It'd be
But yeah,
like
if
Korean
I
archipelago
can,
at
you
that
can-
point, wouldn't it?
You can find there is we've established there is a high-end shop that is a tailor shop.
It's
Yeah,
not
they
exactly
could get it.
something they would stock. Let's be honest, though.
They wouldn't stock it, but you could definitely not in your measurements. But yeah, they could get they could get something worked up. Yeah, not too hard.
She's willing to spend a good amount of money on it since it's going to
Alright.
she'll keep.
Fancy stuff is
Silk and-
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Expensive shit.
sheer,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. The thing is that our sense of expensive and this world's expensive for clothing is very different.
That's true. Yeah.
Especially with your ungodly amounts of wealth, because I'm pretty sure even fine clothes, which is something like a king would wear.
Hang on.
like,
Let me. I actually have a
so-
set of fine clothes. Let me look on my inventory here.
So do I.
I actually have I have noble clothes.
noble
which is-
clothes is like
yeah,
kingly. Like
It doesn't actually say how much it
Literally have
is.
my armor.
Yeah.
I have
still-
the
you still only
super
got the
duper
armor.
super outfit. I just didn't put it in my inventory.
Yeah, that's
But if
that-
you
yeah,
remember,
me too.
right,
Yeah.
when we went to that fancy hotel, I got
Yeah.
that super fancy outfit.
yeah,
Yeah,
fine
me too. I got one of
clothes.
those. Yeah.
Fine clothes, 15 gold pieces. So I'd say
And we're wearing like 500 gold regalia. Like
Yeah.
half of us.
My
That's all
armor's
fancy,
worth
right?
more than that.
you guys are covered in like you guys are you're-
Mansa Musa.
The only thing you need is an entourage of servants just
Yeah.
carrying you.
This can be arranged.
Well, there are two
It
can
could
be
people.
arranged.
You were very close on your trip through the desert.
Yeah.
I'll say 30 gold pieces just because they have to make it special and it's extra.
yeah, that's fine.
fun
Rivallon almost
stuff.
got a unit of gunners at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, you've left them with an army and told them to continue to build up a unit of gunners. Like,
Yep.
all they have now
Rivallon's
is this
rifles
legendary
are
figure.
like-
They have a legendary figure of their commander who's gonna come back one day and help win the war. He's gonna-
Yep.
Rivallon's rifles, and
he's
gonna
completely
come
forgot
back.
they
Hey
existed."
guys, hey guys, I've invented Nitro Express rounds. Bang!
So how are you doing with those? You doing all right? No. Look, the tree's still standing, like this. That's how you do it.
Hi, I'm
Oh my
Rivallon. You want to see an elephant explode?
So you see that like entire battalion? I don't.
Welcome to
wanna see it.
Jackass. It's-
I've just thought of something.
Oh
Alright,
no!
Please don't. Things die.
No.
I think.
No, I'm gonna DM this to Mog because it's
All right, so my second
That
thing
makes-
was that I wanted to upgrade my armor and shield. I wanted to see if there's a better. I want to see if there's like a way to increase the defensive bonus of my shield. It is already enchanted. I know it's a thing that you need to disenchant it then re-enchant it, but I want
Give
to
me a
see if there's a
second.
place in town that would provide that.
No, there's no enchanter or anything like that. What they've got left over is because this is the reason they've got so much magical shit and things like that is because this is like the capital. This is like the summer capital for the
What the fuck are you doing, rival?
they're reading Regis post.
Right.
It's like the summer capital of the governor general, so a lot of people come here and everything. So there's a lot of orders lying around sometimes, and they just all that kind of stuff. So they've got that, but there's not a lot of infrastructure for magical shit, just kind of inbuilt. So you don't have a place that could enchant things.
All right,
Like,
that's fair. Yeah, if there's nothing there that she can
and
do,
you've
then that's it.
honestly tapped kind of the magical potential that's around here, except for like the thing that makes you younger, or the hill giant's strength, like potion.
There isn't
like
a shop
and
around here
one-
that sells like medical supplies or anything like that. It's just a general store or anything like that where I can buy stuff like that. Aside from the herbalist that's outside.
I mean,
town.
yeah, there's the herbalist.
I
that's
doubt
about
I'm
it.
getting any components here. Like,
Fair enough.
Yeah,
all right, that's it then.
it's-
That's all Sesh buys. She's good.
All right. Now with the shopping interlude done,
Change playlist.
can do.
we go to
Places!
change place. We go to the night portion of this episode, where you all had stated previously you wrote that you wanted to do some reconnaissance with Betty tonight.
Predator drone
So
on the way.
alright.
So Rari's
do
between us
do you throw
all.
it like a drone, like one of those micro drones off the back of a Humvee?
No, I just go to the window and go-
Wings extend.
I open a window. I show her where it is, and I go, right. What I want you to do is fly over there, make 3 passes round. If it looks like people are getting suspicious, do a dive and catch. Do owl shit,
Do owl shit.
and then
Do owl shit. Okay. Okay.
and then come back and just be safe, okay? And we'll be watching.
Oh. That's pigeon.
Good girl.
No, I can't do it now.
Ooh,
Mhm.
ooh.
It's very pigeon-like.
I
owl.
would so love it if Betty went, I'm an owl. I'm not fucking stupid.
She's a good girl.
Well, then it would just be like that owl from Harry Potter and just run to a window as it goes down. I'm not stupid. Boom.
Oh.
Betty, that way.
okay. So, Betty heads out. You're all tuned in to the correct radio frequency for
It's
the video.
drone.
For the video. For the
Very
drone.
Rivallon,
There's,
knocks an
there's-
arrow.
See, the thing is, the thing is,
tomahawk is ready.
Yeah, the thing is, Betty is an owl, which means I think she has night vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is black and white imagery. So it looks like a thermal. Yeah, like it's thermals. You're checking. Owls, I actually do think they have some thermal. They do.
There's
Or am I thinking of
something going
eagles?
on with their face that
Yeah, I don't know if it was eagles that have some. They go into the thermal like spectrum instead, or ultraviolet. I don't know. Either way, she goes toward. You're specifically checking out the fortress on the hill,
Mhm.
right? Okay, 3 passes with the fortress. All right. I want Betty to make 3 perception checks.
she's got advantage
Does have advantage.
because she's an owl. And I'm just gonna get owl stats out. Just give me a sec.
Just gotta get the owl stats.
Owl stats.
Have you checked Carfax? Have you checked the owl stats? That sounds like that could be like a Harry Potter thing. Check the owl stats.
Oh, that'd have been so cool if they'd done something like that in Harry Potter.
Direwolf stats, mule stats.
Yep.
Uh,
It's too
owl
bad
stats.
the author's horrible now, and I can't really like it.
It is a pity. Anyway, right. So First one.
Yep.
So that's a 4. Did you see the 4? It didn't come up.
It might have went off the table.
Okay. Roll another one. Okay. Still not coming up.
Oh.
What's the bonus that she's supposed to have?
+3 to perception.
3?
Yeah.
+3 with advantage.
+3 with advantage.
13.
Okay. That is 13.
Yep.
Just gonna roll them all. See what we got.
11.
Okay.
Come on, Betty. Roll good. There it is.
Okay. So, from the air, you get kind of a God's eye perspective on the fort that the village or town that you're in is named for. Fort Blackazard. What you see is a fairly standard palisade or wooden-based fort. It's not stone. But you can see maybe recently, within the last couple of years, they've reinforced the bottom foundations of a lot of the walls with stone. And you could see probably, as time would go on, they would replace more and more of the palisade with stone structure, and it would become a stone castle instead of just a wooden fort. And that has also seemingly been secondary to the interior of the fort. What you saw when you mostly just saw the exterior whenever you were looking from the village, because it's on a hill, and so you're looking down or you're looking up at it from below. So it's hard to see the interior. In the interior, most of the buildings there are stone. Most of the wooden structures that you would expect to be in there are missing or are made of stone. There is a large central keep that looks less defensive and more residential than you would expect. And I'm saying you would expect because there's multiple people on the channel, so everybody so you can. Some people would know more than others. Yeah, you're working through it. So like a central keep that looks a bit more residential, like not necessarily this, but if you know the difference between an actual fortified castle and something like Versailles, which is not a fortification castle, it is a residential castle.
Before we would have started, I would have asked Isaac to map it out as we were sort of looking at it, because I will be in Betty, so I can't do anything.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Then,
All right. So you've got that. So the interior looks more Versailles than castle.
Yeah.
In the sense of like a larger windows, more light coming through, but not necessarily the most defensive. The walls look pretty sturdy though. They're thick palisades, so probably 2 or 3 logs thick, like squeezed to each other in terms of layers. There is a walkway on the top. This isn't like palisade in the fact that's just sharpened like logs. It's more like it's been built upon. So there is a like walkway with some crenellations made of wood there. You can see patrols on every wall, and Betty's cumulative score here. You get a sense that well, I guess you would have time to count. There's a lot of people here, so I'll just give you this. It looks to be patrols of anywhere from 2 to 5. Nobody's traveling alone. There's always at least one person with a torch. The rest are around that one in the torch, and they're walking patterns on the walls and the interior grounds. There also seems to be at least 2 patrols that walk the exterior of the walls, just checking along them. There isn't a moat or like spikes or anything that separate the walls, so it's just kind of open ground from that until residential or till the end of the hill. So there is a patrol around the castle as well, at least 2 out there. You see guards on the entrances. There are 2 entrances, one in the front, one in the back of the walls. So big, heavy wooden gates with smaller gates built in for like individuals to come in. and the gates would be open for like a carriage or something to come through. At least 2 people on each of those on both sides. So there's 4 people total, 2 on the interior, 2 on the exterior. There's probably, you'd say, if this was everybody, at least 100 people on guard duty. But you'd know from experience that there'd probably be multiple shifts that would take their watches throughout the night. So there could be a lot more, and it's definitely large enough. This takes up, compared to the village, the complex takes up at least like a third of what the village takes up. It's a huge complex, and it's got a couple of big buildings that look to be barrack houses inside of the walls. And then the thing that catches you the most is there is a secondary wall on the interior that closes off a smaller but no less regal looking stone structure, like a smaller keep that has its own secondary interior wall, not like its own like smaller like diameter wall, more like it's connected in another half circle. So one side of it is still on the exterior wall, but the rest of it is, there's another defensive wall on the interior as well. That is also manned and guarded. So that's what you see. And then everything else is pretty standard. You see a couple of stables here and there. You've got, storage houses and
How are the
things like that.
guards armed and armoured? Are they well armed, well armoured?
What you can have Betty make a stealth check.
If we can get this to work this time.
Yep. See that.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
7. She's got a +3. But
+3. Okay.
yeah, because she has got. I rolled advantage because she has advantage.
Yeah, owls have special wings, so they're not heard.
Flyby. Flyby.
Yeah. Okay. She dips down to check, and what you can see is there's a variance in arms and armament. You can see the closer they get to that smaller interior defensive area, the better armed and equipped they seem to be, just as a rule. The ones outside of the walls are pretty lightly armed and armor. They're wearing like chain, and they've got swords or spears, maybe a pike or 2. The ones on the walls, you see quite a few of them are armed with bows. Just in general, there's a good number that nobody's like full plate on guard duty. Like nobody's wearing full plate, but they're well armored compared to like just a backwaters garrison.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If that's a 3, she's on her way back. I'll come out.
Okay. Oh, you come out. You've got that info in real time.
I realise Rivallon is just going to see a target-rich environment, but I don't think we can take that many.
That's quitter talk.
I realise that as well.
All I got from that was Rivallon's point of view is it's like those war games that they came out when you zoom out far enough on the war game Red Dragon or war game European Escalation, it goes into like the background.
We're just playing Tom Clancy's End War. We've just gone into the sitrep mode.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, same thing. But in the war game ones, you pull out and you just hear like it's a command center with like radio chatter and everything, It's like a little NATO counter marker. Got to put that on the soundscape board.
I mean, I've got NATO chatter. I can do that.
But yeah, that's what you get from your passes. You didn't get any details on like interior buildings or anything like that. Just the exterior.
How would we get him on his own if we went to this party?
Sorry, what was that?
How do we get him on his own?
If we went to this party. We know one thing that might help.
What's that?
He's a lech.
That's very true.
Do we know for which?
No. But that doesn't necessarily matter. Rivallon says he's elvish. I can make myself look elvish.
Or get a dress, a wig, and Final Fantasy VII this.
I will kick your ass.
I would also just say that we. No, pimping out Sala. It's not like.
No,
yeah,
is that wouldn't be
No, no. I can understand you. No.
That was Midgeman, not Isaac. It was just like, I was
Isaac
like,
was
we've gotten
thinking
it.
it.
No, she's not.
And
Oh
that
god,
was
no!
Sala
I'm not
talking
thinking
to-
that. We got telepathy.
Yeah, and that was Sala talking to Midgeman.
No, just no. We need a plan. If we were to go to this, because the only other option is Rivallon gets over that back wall and somehow finds his way into that keep, past all of those guards, and then finds a way out.
Challenge accepted.
We need you.
Rival just
So
fucking
the finding
like
the
this.
way, I mean, put it this way: if we've got telepathic bond, and I'm polymorphed, we can work this communication for pickup so much better than we did last time.
Thank
We were using the string coconut version of what we have now.
Man has a point.
I must say that the island would have gone very differently with this compared to sending.
Yeah.
Ah,
Because unfortunately, yeah,
interesting.
the problem with sending was you guys didn't speak giant eagle. Fully understood you, but I was like, bah!
Yep.
Although if you had spoken Elvish and Sylvan as well while I was in giant eagle form, I would have
I
understood it as
do.
well.
I do.
I know, but the eagle can't speak out back. It can only speak giant eagle. It understands
speak
Elven
giant
and.
eagle.
Do you speak giant eagle? No, I have a Eustania here who can speak to animals though.
Ideas. We need ideas.
Blow it all up.
Ideal one. Ideal one. I polymorph. I fly around. I drop him in. Idea two. I polymorph someone else. They fly both of us in, so I'm there as an extra escape. If Sesh doses me up with some of the gift of cat's
Cat's grace.
cunning, cat's grace, and by the light of Paler I can hide if we've also got, you know...
You don't want to hide in the light, by the way. That's an oxymoron.
pass without a trace. We might be okay as a duo, but we need obviously war plan, panic attack. We could obviously if we could stealth strike team, me and Rivallon. Someone else is still the giant eagle, can go and collect the others, circle high enough, and if we need it, telepathic bond, broken arrow, bring you guys in. Or I could just 500 feet me and Rivallon out.
So your two plans are, well, your plan is we go in and it's either Grenada or Bay of Pigs.
Yes, that's what you're basically saying.
Neither of those
and then
ended
option
well.
and then option
No,
3.
Grenada.
is-
Grenada only had like 10 casualties or something like that. like
Option 3 is
He's talking about the two
we
extremes.
we try
Yeah.
to remember Casablanca this, and
you sing the French national anthem at them.
well, no, we tip the table, pull out the empty MP40s, and shoot the governor of Morocco.
Okay. All right. Sorry, different scene. I was thinking of there.
No, I was thinking of the film Allies. Opens with them in Casablanca, and or we end of Inglorious Bastards. This go in for the party. Arrivederci, buongiorno,
Fire.
blow Hitler up.
Only one person gets out, and you die in a fire.
I vote the person who gets out and dies in a fire is Isaac. Just
Well, no,
because.
everybody else would die in a fire, and only
Die in
one
the
person
fire.
gets out.
Oh, then it's me. I get out. Fuck you guys. I got a goddamn country to revolutionize.
So, yeah, those sound like good options. All of those, perfect. Yeah.
Oh, I think those are the running theories I have.
We
Two.
could just Inglorious Bastards this and just like shoot into the theater using MP40s and just turn.
That's what I
everyone
was
to Swiss
saying.
cheese.
But the problem
I'm
is
just-
we won't
I'm
go
also
going
gonna
to
point
Inglourious
out-
Bastards and have the TNT strapped to our legs. Let's not do
Yeah,
that
that's
bit.
alright. Yeah, that's a
I'm
bit.
gonna-
That's a bit extreme. Yeah, bit extreme.
I'm going to point out you have 7 beads of force, and you have the ability of having not only an owl but a giant eagle that can drop them from air on a target.
Stacking polymorphs on 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
I'm not even talking carpet bombing. You could just you could dive bomb these things right through a window. Just-
Deploying. You just hear a chuk, 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 and then just
you have Betty be the predator drone and seek target. Confirm target acquisition. The target has been found. Polymorphed eagle with a live feed of target position goes in with a dive bomb of a beat of force through a window.
man.
And just conk this 180-year-old man right in the head with a beat of force. Act of God. And then you're out.
Act of God,
180
peace.
elf years. That's not very old.
No.
No, he is ancient as an elf. He's very ancient. I don't know how
I'm
old
about
he is
140,
specifically,
so I
but
think he's a bit older than me.
yeah.
I
He's
think
only-
700 is considered like maximum elf age. I think in
he's
D5E.
he's a balding elf man.
He's probably like 600
He's
and
over
something years old.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the best part. That's the best part. After the beat of force dissipates, they got no proof. Act of God. It's-
Which
And
god?
with
I don't
D&D
fucking know.
And D&D, you don't to blame, so it's even better.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
like loads of gods you can pick from. Whichever
in
one
and
you
out, perfect Black Ops operation. Nobody knew you were there except for the giant eagle that comes in.
like. Giant bald eagle, because you know.
Well, I
That's
mean,
what
at
flying
that
away.
point, don't,
In unison,
I
we all
just
start
fly
singing,
around until he comes
"Fly
out the
like
house and I
an
pick him up. At that point, like,
I mean,
pick him up and drop him.
but what I suggested was a lot funnier.
It is. Yeah, it is. To be fair. Yeah.
Oh
actually do
dear
it.
lord.
Yep.
Uh,
All right.
I'm
we've
not
got an idea.
saying
Let's
what
do it.
you should do. I'm not saying what you should do. But I am telling you, you have a bird that has advantage on all perception checks. Can't be seen at night. For the
and
most
directly
part.
linked to our minds. Yeah.
Directly linked to your mind. Largest eyes of any bird, I think, per size of skull. So it's perfect. There's some
Yep.
ridiculous
And
number.
she's real cute.
And
real
she's
cute.
cute.
She's cute as
Unknowns
fuck.
to them, you also have the ability of being 8 different types of flying creature. From
Yep.
big to small, depending
it.
on your
That's-
level of control. And the
Fuck
beat
it,
of force is 1 gram, which
Mage,
means
turn into a dinosaur.
hummingbird.
Just turn into a dinosaur and
could
eat this
carry a beat of force if it really wanted to.
Mage just turn into a dinosaur in the middle of the party and just eat him, and just that's it.
The only problem with this plan is if you're something small that can get in and out quickly, is that also means you have a single HP. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
and then you're broken arrowing it from above. just dropping beats of force.
if he accidentally like swats me while I'm above him, it just turns into a human sorcerer. Just hello. Grabs dimension doors out of a window. Just
We got a problem.
reel him in.
Mission is Fubar. Mission is Fubar. Boom, out.
Reel him in. Just get him out
Oh,
there on his
what,
string.
what's it? What's the there was-
Balsam
there's a
device him
maneuver
out of
where,
there?
Where it's like the AC-130 like has a rope and you essentially rope pull people out of a building. That's a thing.
It's a falsum
Full-
recovery.
Yeah, it's for some
Yeah.
recovery device.
It's that balloon from Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you pick it up
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
like, it has
Yeah,
full
which they don't know-
sonic with
which-
the AC-130 that then
Yeah.
winches you up.
It's got like a 30% chance of just outright
Can we just
killing you
grab
or
this-
something like that.
grab this dude, pull him out of a window with a falsum device.
Crashing glass and everybody.
That's the escape.
Hey,
But no,
it's up
it's-
to you what convoluted and ultimately horrible plan you pick. I'm not gonna say which one.
Convoluted and horrible.
I want that
During
on a
this whole
t-shirt.
conversation, while they're going backwards and forwards disguising plan, they suddenly realise, where the hell's Rivallon?
Oh no, is he gone? No, I'm willing to facilitate any plan Rivallon wants to go down.
Yeah, it's not. I definitely need that undershirt. It's not up to me what convoluted and ultimately horrible plan you guys pick. It's a picture of a GM with his face
Mark
in
that
his
down.
palm, just like.
Mark that T-shirt down. It's going on the store.
I want to be attributed in that quote. So many of my damn quotes have been taken up by Ben's community. It's almost like it's not a finished game. It was like the thing for a long time, and nobody acknowledged that I said that for months.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah. What do you guys want to ruminate on that through the night, or are you just
Yes,
spending
I think
time
we should, because
planning?
otherwise Rivallon will be climbing up the side of the palisade.
Through the night
Back in a sec.
actually means through the week.
No, it's 10:15. We've still got 45 minutes to go.
That's true.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You could spend the next, if you wanted to, you could spend the next couple of like 10, 20 minutes or more just kind of like going over plans and actually planning this out on stream, which was totally fine. And then you could ultimately figure out what you want to do. And then we set that up.
I'm defaulting to what Rivallon wants.
I'm also going to be honest.
Because I want to point it out, because you've got just to lay it out as a GM, you've got multiple different options as a party to go in there. You've got Pass Without a Trace stacked with a whole bunch of other shit that basically make you invisible if you really wanted to be.
I mean, we can make you invisible.
Yep.
Yeah, only for a short period of time. I think
1
it's
minute.
like
Yeah,
1
and
minute,
I'd have
so
to
6
actually
rounds.
get all the way up there.
Yeah.
You don't know where he spends his time. You have two
Exactly.
very regal looking keeps that are both behind walls. One's behind a double wall, but it's smaller, so it's up to you whether or not you feel he would take the less regal, nicer, like less nice option, or he would want more protection. How vain is he? You have no idea. You don't have that information. You do know that there is at minimum 100 guards there, but there's probably multiple shifts that live there, and he is the governor general of an entire territory for the empire. So there's a decent amount here. You know, there's a for sure way of getting in legally without like raising suspicion in a couple of days, but it's tied to somebody else's plan.
Just
what
because we're
you've
using
got-
their plan doesn't mean we have to do what they want.
I'm just laying out
What-
your option. I'm laying out what you
what
got
a-
in front
what
of you as
about
so you can kind of
two-prong?
work through.
We have a team go in with the party and a team that are the team assassinate. We have team gather the info, spot the target, identify the target, get the location. Then we have team let's fucking go.
Let us get this bread, gamers.
So we have so if we were gonna A team this, it's Face goes in whilst
That's Midge, obviously.
whilst Hannibal and Murdoch choke BA out until he wakes up in the helicopter, ready to strike the target.
I don't think
That's
any
the
of
one
us
thing.
here could choke out BA in this equation, though.
I'm not sure who he would be at this point.
It's Ustinia.
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 Murdoch is
Okay.
definitely
I am not
Rivallon.
getting on no giant eagle.
I'm sorry, but I am not calling Sesh
What was in
Hannibal.
that milk, fool?
Sesh is not Hannah. I don't know what Sesh is. Sesh is just there.
I don't know.
You can be Amy.
Time comes together.
That would work, yeah.
So, but yeah, so you've got.
That's just
I've
the
got
random
those
doctor you
options.
guys have brought along with
I
you.
have also just thought of as a equally horrible but also funny option is you could soak the beads of force in oil.
Oh, no.
And then once they expand, once they
Oh,
expand.
no.
Once they expand, drop a starter light
Fireball.
on top of them to catch them on fire after they've expanded, and you've now just got you've got an explosion and then a napalm set off that's spreading oil that's aerosolized oil in the
So
local
you're
region.
telling us how to make.
All of
So you're
what
telling us
fire
how to
and
make a
force.
fuel air
doing
bomb.
it. We're doing it.
I'm just saying. I was thinking about chemically.
I'm not saying.
Like
I'm
you
just
soak
saying.
you soak it in oil. You soak it in oil. So
No,
it's
no,
got
no, you
oil
soak
on the exterior.
bag. You keep all 7 in the bag. You soak the bag in oil. You put it in a tube. You launch it using the catapult spell. You've got a
What I'm
fuel
saying
air
is
gun.
What I'm saying is, if you drop a single one and it expands when it hits, that means all the exterior is launched. So it's like 10 feet a second, which is some ridiculous delta V there, or
Hang on.
whatever,
So
which
I'm
would
gonna find out.
which would aerosolize the oil in the air. So if you just dropped a match afterwards or dropped a torch like right behind the
Fuel
bomb,
air gun.
it would catch. So not only do you have the explosion, you've got the catch, and you could
fuel
do that
air
7 times.
Sleeping Giant, sponsored by the Geneva Convention.
Not even once.
Geneva ain't no
bad.
place I ever heard of.
Well, when cantrips aren't enough.
Geneva suggestion.
It's just Geneva ain't no place in this world.
Sleeping Giants
I saw a
Reborn.
bomber,
Proving
wasn't
the
big
Geneva
enough.
Convention.
I mean, if we really
Sleeping
wanted to do
giants.
some fucked up here, you just find a plague rat and drop it in there. It's just
Yeah,
like-
that would work.
you
Yeah.
know, like that would be.
Biochemical medieval warfare.
We have now reached the war crime section of our playing phase.
I would like to point out Seth
I
has
mean-
insect plague as a thing.
Yeah,
She can just
I'm just
be like,
saying. At first, I did suggest a strategic, like, surgical strike with the form of the form of dropping one of these bastards right on him.
I just
I-
like
I-
the
I-
idea of spitting out a bunch of dragonflies and
But
and
it
these
is-
things eating it alive.
Let me just do some extra bits to this plan.
Mhm.
If I polymorph someone else, i.e., someone who is less stealthy, they would then have the stealth of whatever I polymorph them to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
therefore, Sesh's, for example, stealth option or Ustinia's bad stealth option doesn't become an issue. And by the time that we don't want them to be stealth, it's already a non-issue anyway. If there is a
Yeah.
time where, like, for example, Ustinia, if I turned Ustinia into the bird, if I made Ustinia Big Bird, the time that we don't want him to be Big Bird, shit is already fucked up enough that we need him as a barbarian.
All I'm thinking of is you've got 3 birds. You've got the pilot bird, which is Betty, and then you've got Ustenia and you've got Sesh as 2 giant eagles flying in formation above this compound.
Each with a mage on their back, and we also have a
Each with a
tactical delta-
mage.
We're just
Yeah.
becoming spooky gunships with bombs.
With a
Yeah.
bomb load on them, and it's a pilot bombardier coming up on target.
No, one is like one has to be like the Chinook, and one has to be like the Black Hawk, because we're dropping a Delta in as well.
Bandits at 12, Angels 10.
You see, in my mind, all I can imagine is just like we're just doing a sweeping like stealth like bombing run, and all that the wizards are doing is just casting fireball over and over again downwards.
I'm saying you're you're like ridiculously high levels. If you wanted to kill somebody,
We could.
there's
there's so many
nothing
different
stopping
ways.
you. There's nothing stopping you. So you have options. If you really if you don't want to set foot inside of the compound, you have options to kill this man.
Yep.
It's up to Rivallon whether or not he wants to just end his life without him knowing it, or he wants to talk to him first. That's the only thing
actually
stopping you.
like to talk to him.
Rivallon
Okay,
wants a
then it's-
conversation.
Then the plan
damn,
is
we
to
can't
get
firebomb
Ustinia
the
in
place
there.
into ground.
Well, I still think having a tactical support bird is
Oh, I think that's a good idea. Having an option to just be like, everything's gone
Record
foobar.
bird.
Make a distraction.
What?
You know,
Broken arrow.
so.
Mog is just
I am going
spamming
to.
fireball.
So for this event, I'm going to turn Ustinia into a giant black hawk, an actual black hawk.
Oh my god, because you're just assaulting Sam Bin Laden's compound.
Yeah,
Nice.
no.
That's all you're doing. That's
Where's
all you're
your-
doing. That's all you're guiding in the Black Hawk at 20 feet above ground level at high speed.
Oh
We are the D&D version of a SEAL team.
You've got a predator drone in Betty above who's checking everything and making sure that you're guided in.
If we were actually a
D&D
D&D equivalent of a SEAL
campaign
team,
think of
we
things
wouldn't
like
be
this.
such bumbling fucking
Or is it-
idiots. Let's be honest.
I mean, yeah, this all sounds great until first contact with the enemy, and this all breaks down immediately.
Oh yeah,
This all
100%.
breaks down.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna break a leg, or just like with the actual assault, just then he just gets caught in something and it crashes outside the
yeah,
compound.
no, one of us is going to be Orlando Bloom in Black Hawk Down and just
Oh,
fail
no.
a dex check off of the rope.
Go
Spinal
Blackburn, go!
fracture.
Go Blackburn.
Um,
So, what's the plan, guys?
well, I just want to say, Sleeping Giants, sponsored by military and history nerds.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you get film buffs, military buffs, and nerds in one room to play a tabletop RPG where we're literal demigods?
War crimes. That's what happens.
war crime.
Guys, let's just undertunnel the entire fort and plant explosives. Let's just
Yep.
blow the whole mountain away.
Oh wait a minute! Now we're doing Guy Fawkes.
No, I was thinking World War One or Civil War, Battle of the Crater.
the 5th of November.
In the U.S. Civil War, they actually undertunneled an entire position in I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Petersburg and blew up like an entire quarter mile of Confederate
Yeah.
line, like an
It
entire
happened in
trench
World War
line.
One as well. We did it in
Yeah.
Belgium multiple
Yeah.
times. I think
crater-
18 times. You can
The crater from that Civil War battle is still there.
Not surprised, to be honest.
Yep.
Not surprised.
Funny thing is, the Union troops who actually did that lost the battle. They decided
Yeah.
the crater would be great cover, so they all went in there, and then the Confederates came to the edge of the crater and just shot into the crater for like an entire day, until yeah.
So, what?
So,
What are we actually doing here?
what of the
What-
12
what-
plans do you want to do, guys? Are all of them? Do you just what do you want to do?
What are you? Oh
It's
yeah,
up to
right.
This is your subplot.
How do you,
What do you
handle
want?
this? I am
I need to
willing
know so I can make
facilitate
whatever
any-
map we're gonna need for this.
I'm ready to facilitate any of these harebrained schemes to get you inside or outside or
These
him
half-baked
outside.
schemes.
Or-
Um,
Yeah.
Bird
Well,
brain
we
schemed, if you will.
We can continue the mix when you have a preference. Of this veritable smorgasbord of war crime.
Sala cuts in. Rivallon, what do you specifically? You want to talk to him, right?
yeah.
Okay. Everything after so that is okay. Everything that does not facilitate that goes in the secondary
just-
pile.
Sesh just marks off like half of the
I'm
ideas.
assuming there's a chalkboard or somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Assuming there's a chalkboard. So you want to okay. Does being spotted, but I'm using Sala as me, so we can facilitate this along. So, does it matter if you're spotted? Would you rather not be spotted?
I don't particularly give a crap.
Okay. Putting that to a floor vote.
I would not
people-
like. I would
It
like
di-
the idea of like maybe in the future being able to come back here, but
So
you know,
prefer a
maybe.
quick in and out.
prefer a quick in and out. But if it goes wrong, I don't live near here anyway.
Okay, cross off those that don't facilitate that unless something goes wrong. So, okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, somebody brought up a blackboard. And
Yeah,
got
Sesh
shot.
has like a
Yeah,
blackboard.
you got
God.
like a
literally,
slate or something.
Isaac's just gone. We need a blackboard to roll this.
Yeah, you got a slate or something.
Yep,
Okay.
Isaac's just there with a string and
Yeah. So, well, I'm assuming you mapped out the compound, so you've got the compound
feel-
on a parchment paper, and it's like you've got...
I feel, yeah, well, yeah, no, I have, and I feel like this is on my the opposite side of the blackboard with all the Zagul notes, like my chaos theory blackboard. I've just spun it over. We put up this.
With
And
that,
we just
yeah.
like, ready.
So,
Yep.
so you want to
Cannon.
get
Isaac has a blackboard in the bag of holding.
so you want to take a live you want to take a live target
No,
without
I didn't say
being
I
spotted.
wanted to take him. That's what she wants us to do. I just want to ask him one question.
Okay, well, you need to get to him and him be alive at that point.
And then I'm going to slit his throat.
Okay, so quick in and out, but he has to be alive when you get in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would prefer if we could just walk up to him. Nice civilized conversation. You know, the kind of conversation you're kind of just like, he's smiling, he's joking. It's like, hi, how
Sesh,
you
do you
doing?
have
Got a
whole
question
person?
for you. Stab him through the throat after he's answered.
Sesh, do you have
What-
whole person? Make sure he can't run.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to
So,
actually ask that.
may I suggest something as somebody who may or may not be partaking in this?
Listen, it's up to you whether or not you want
That's
to do
entirely
that.
up to you, Salah.
At this point, I'm not sure. There's been a lot of plans tossed around. So,
You guys are horrible human beings.
Not a human being. Nice to meet you.
Not a human
Not
being.
a
some voice in the air suggested firebombing. So it's kind of up there. So you have the ability of getting in and out.
Your
Quickly.
your military literally turns people into Swiss cheese. You don't get it. You don't get an opinion here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. At least other than you, they usually die immediately. It's kind of
I'll take that as a compliment.
yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So you can get in and out quickly. You have the ability of polymorphing your least stealthy individuals. You have a full workup of the entire compound, the entire fortress, and potentially, if you spend a few days, at least a day, another day, or maybe the rest of the night, getting patrol routes mapped out, or at least somewhat blocked out.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I suggest maybe using one of your two polymorphed friends to get to the interior of the compound, getting into the best possible location you could find him, confront, and if something happens, you have a fallback option of the other polymorphed individual and maybe another individual on them to
I
break.
think we can only one polymorph one person.
I thought you
It's a
said
concentration
two.
spell.
I thought you said you could
I only,
do, you
I
could
only
do-
have one.
you
I only
only
have it.
one.
And I don't have it.
Does it?
I'm thinking we're probably better off just going with the party.
Up to you. But I'm saying is
It gets
having
us
an
in
option
and everything,
exterior of
and
everything.
Much as all this fun has been, of such amazing fun due to the planning stage of this, because let's face it, where else are you going to get Black Hawks and things? Oh, by the way, I really do like the Black Hawk.
That insertion may stay. That's probably a really good
Oh,
insertion
yeah.
method.
I really do like the idea of Justinia coming down as a big Black Hawk and then changing into a barbarian and then going, "Hi guys, allow me to introduce you to my axe."
Well, it doesn't have to be another polymorphed individual, but you do have a familiar that can fly around and be in constant contact with you. I'm just saying you have options, and it would probably be a good idea to have a fallback plan to distract guards if things start going south, instead of them all converging on you. Because we do know that there's at least a hunt. I'm going to just take a guess. I'm going to say there's probably 250, 300 guards in that fortress.
You know what you just described to me there, Salah?
Target-rich environment.
A fair fight.
We don't. It's true if they're just regular guards. I've seen you all work, But do we know if they have any? Do we know if they have any mages?
I'll take
Yeah.
that as a compliment.
Can't wait for Nat 1 to immediately ruin whatever plan you come up with. The
That
answer.
sounds about right.
I'm just saying. I'm saying it would probably be a good idea to get in and out quickly without them spotting you, and if something does happen, distraction in place, something that can distract a large complement of guards.
Oh,
A
I have
big
that sorted out
explosion.
as well. It's
A
called
big explosion.
a nuclear reactor, better known as I.
Hi.
Me turning into a T-Rex and crashing through the gate.
I was thinking more along the lines of burning the gate to the cinders with the power of
Shoot
the sun.
him! Shoot him!
Yeah. Like an explosion would work. We can do that, right? Just a big boom on either side of the compound.
So, that's Sala's. That's Sala's.
Thank you
If
for your
I
input,
go
Sala.
up-
Helpful.
If I go up there, I may be able
You are
to
welcome,
discern,
player.
I may be able to discern which keep he resides in.
Just say, yeah, you could take a couple of days to
If
observe.
we work out which keep he is in, we don't need the party to get in.
That's true. If we can figure that out, then fine.
It depends
But
on
if
how...
not, we need the party.
So, the
Yeah.
two keeps, Roach, are they a decent distance apart?
There's a wall separating them.
Yeah,
There
but
is-
like, if I'm on the outside, is it keep A, keep B, or is it they're right like that?
So is it one outer wall with two inner Baileys?
Yeah. Well, no, it's okay. So think of like a circle. You think of like a circle, and then instead of the circle at the head of the circle and the bottom of the circle, or I guess an oval, there being actual doors or the gates. It's instead at the two walls equidistant to each other, and at the bottom of the oval there is a next like curved wall that connects and creates a separate interior courtyard, and then an exterior. No, the top one wouldn't have a wall on it. It would just be a part of the interior bit. There is
okay.
yeah, and the second keep is a bit more centralized, and the smaller keep is in its own little section.
It's far. They're
that's-
far enough apart that locate creature. If
This
the
is a
one
fairly,
sends me
like
the
a s-
details.
The compound is about like a third the size of the village itself that you're in. Like it is a large compound. It's
There's
big.
enough
It's
distance
big.
that I could tell he's there.
You'd have to be near it. You'd have to for the small courtyard. You'd have to be over. You have to be on the wall to check that the small keep. And if you'd have to be nearby the big keep to get the whole keep in.
Single main
sight.
gate.
1,000 feet.
It's 1,000 feet. Yeah, it's 1,000 feet circle, right? It's not a Is it 1,000 feet just end to end of the circle, or is it 1,000 feet on just one
Let me
measurement? Like is it
check.
diameter or
Is that-
radius?
Yeah,
It's
diameter
diameter
array.
or radius. Let me check. Where was it?
Because if it's only 500 foot in one direction, no, the smaller keep, Midge, it doesn't have its own full wall. That the bottom part of that wall would connect to
1,000 feet
to the outer
radius,
wall.
because it's within 1,000 feet of me.
1,000 feet radius.
Okay, so in actual fact, 2,000 feet just
Yeah.
end to end.
Mm.
Okay, so it wasn't 500 like I think. All right, yeah, you'd still need to be. You couldn't get both of them under the umbrella.
Okay.
You'd have to. You couldn't get
If
both.
it's
of them
not
under
in
the
one,
umbrella.
then you'll have
But
to be in the
I
other.
could go beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep beep. Okay.
And remember, you can't cast while you're polymorphed either. So if you wanted to try and go out there and check,
Well, I was going to.
you'd have to be there unpolymorphed.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Are we taking a trip?
That's what I was thinking.
Are we taking other people with us?
I'm just saying. And then you
I'm
also
just
know
saying.
that there's going to be a.
I love this little muggle here, but let's face it. When I'm getting into my like killing zone mojo, which let's face it, is about 1,000 feet, this little one is not going to be able to slow me down.
No.
I might.
I would say if you're going to, if you're
Squishy
going,
Mog
hold
is
on, Mitch,
definitely not going to be able to slow you down. No.
let me just do this on my own.
I have
so you
hold
guys have
person. I can literally
an
just be
idea.
like, you cannot move anymore.
Yes, you also have a stealth capability of not good.
I can just cast it on you right now, though. Is the thing. It's just like bang, cast
And
it
how
on you.
are we going to get Mog closer to that thing so that she can actually do the whole...
That's a good question. Let's figure
Yeah.
that out, shall
Ah,
we?
I have
motherfuckers.
passed without a trace.
Come, motherfuckers. Uh,
Car motherfuckers.
damn,
Operation.
pen's
It's still nighttime right now.
That's
True,
what I'm thinking.
true.
Operation, it's still nighttime.
Operation, it's still dark outside, guys.
Just
Okay, no pen.
remember
I gotta-
that Ustinia's got
use a pencil.
commissions.
Yeah, he has commission. He has to buy. He has to finish buying stuff here. So you got a couple of
So do I, even though it's not nearly as important. But there you go.
Okay, should we say we're taking this couple of days to do these plans for sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
I say we go tonight and see what we can discern with Mogs.
Or one of the nights.
like
Oh,
that.
like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that. So there's there's like an inner bailey that's still connected to the outer wall on one side, and then there's a big foot. I mean, the proportions are wrong, but I was just trying to get. I only had a pencil. I didn't have a marker to make this so you can
No,
see
that's
it.
fine. It
So that-
tells us. Yeah, it's something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like that. Yeah, not square, but yeah, that exactly.
looks like
And there's a
half a
gate,
hockey
and
field.
there's a, and specifically on your drawing, Midge. Again, think of it like as an oval, but that gate that's on the outer wall. There's a road that basically continues through, and there's a gate on the opposite side as well. So there's two
Double gate.
gates.
Double gate.
There's a double gate, one entering, one leaving, and then there's a gate to the smaller inner keep, and there's a big keep in the center. So that's
Oh, we got a final
that's
drawing.
kind of
Let's go.
yeah. I'll have a map at some point. I'll have a map next week, but or sometime. But that's what you're looking for your the layout there. So you could get into the smaller keep from the outer wall initially, but you did notice that that is where the best kind of equipped troops are usually at, like near the keeps. So that one is a bit harder too. At the exterior walls and further away from the keeps, there was the patrols are a little bit less frequent. They're not as well equipped. They're not as large. So that's what you're looking at.
Okay.
We also
So,
did
I
have a
didn't-
potion of climbing in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you've
probably
got a
should have
shitload of
reminded-
potions scattered around your
You
inventory. so
probably
I think-
shouldn't have reminded Rivallon that you've got the potion of climbing.
You got two potions
I've
of
got
climbing.
the potion of climbing, I think.
There
Remember,
are two
anything that's
potions
in
of
the party
climbing in the
sheet is
parent
in my bag.
parent climbing sheet. You got that. You got control flames, hellish rebuke scroll, speak with dead. 3 of those.
Well, the
True
control
strike, witch
flames
bolt.
and the true strike are coming with Mog to at some point to copy into us.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
transpose them. Okay. You got those. You got. You just bought a whole bunch of stuff. I think. Let's see here. I can actually look up shitload of ball bearings, Isaac.
That's mine. Yeah, I've had those for ages.
Because I can actually, the
It
party
wouldn't be a
inventory
D&D
actually has
party
a
without ball bearings.
a readout of everybody's inventory. So if there's like, so I know specifically like clairvoyance focuses. Mog's got one, and you've 3 of you have got different traveler clothes, etc., etc.
Still a
I'm just
14.
looking through, seeing. You have a figurine of wondrous power as well. Another
Yeah,
flying
you've got
creature
you
that
got
can
the-
talk.
Another.
and send a message or do a menial task.
You've got another drone. Yes.
Yeah.
Incoming drone strike.
No, you have like 2 or 3 different things that can provide aerial reconnaissance during an
Yeah.
operation. If it really mattered.
I mean, hey, if need be, need be.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Essentially, and then there's a lot of little outbuildings and things scattered around there that aren't necessarily important for the operation. So that's your plan, or I mean, that's the building plan that you're looking towards. So it's a question
Okay.
of where he's at and how you get in and out without causing a ruckus, or as big of a ruckus that might cause a problem.
Okay, so locate creature lasts an hour. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
I thought it was only 10 minutes. That
Nope.
must be
No.
It's
obvious.
an hour.
It's an hour.
So
Yeah,
we-
yeah, kind of like that. Mitch. You
How
also have the
far-
ability of drawing a hole in a wall and having a hole appear. if you wanted.
Uh-huh. I can
Yeah.
make a door. Anywho,
You could make bombs. Oh my god. I just realized because 25 gold pieces. So Alchemist Fire is like 10 gold pieces.
it depends on whether I know what it looks like, though.
We can make a
I
shape
must have a
charge.
very...
We can make
Instead
a
of
block
having it on your
C4.
rock, you just have somebody, you have an artist come in there and draw a shape charge on the wall, and then just then draw a clacker. Fire in the hole.
So wait a minute, you're saying that Jester could draw her own fluffernutters? Is that what you're saying?
It'd have to be because I don't know. Well, I don't know what what the specific cost of gunpowder is in Matt's world at that point. Because it's gotta be 25 gold pieces. It's gotta be 25 gold piece limit. So I know Alchemist Fire is not that expensive. I know it can't be that expensive because like you can buy a crap load of that, like fire. Alchemist Fire Flask is... Oh, no, never mind. That's 50 gold pieces. So, no, you couldn't do that.
There we go.
You could do, like,
Poison
acid
blocks,
vials, though. The poison
Oh,
flask
God.
acid vial. Like, you could draw that if you wanted to. But, yeah, no, you're looking for... and it's also based upon your drawing ability. But, yeah, you also have the wondrous pigments that you can draw, or you can paint on things for insertion. Or making yourself like a cloak of like a black cloak or something.
No, that's what
yeah.
tailors are for.
Yes, of
So-
course.
What we could do is I could do locate creature now, and we could have a wander towards the fort and see if I can pick up a beep if we do a sort of big loop.
Point of contention there is that the fort is on a hill, and the hill is bare.
Basically,
Enter.
you need a Rivallon to get you close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be. You'd be trespassing for that to work. Let's say that. You'd be in the AO.
Yeah.
For that to
No,
work.
that wouldn't work then. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You could ride a bird above. Like at night.
Roach really wants to see people riding on the backs of birds today. That's what,
Honestly,
19 plans involved.
I'm saying I do like the idea of the Blackhawk insertion. Just I think that's funny, and then the image would be great. But also, if you wanted to get to the point where you're 1,000 foot, because it's not 1,000 foot 2D, it's 1,000 foot around you, so that'd be 3-dimensional in there. You could that's oh my god, that's 1,000 foot.
1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, they're fucking drones don't even go that high for like small drones.
That's cloud cover.
Yeah. So and it's on a hill as well. So that's just 1,000 foot. That's not even 1,000 foot altitude. So
one of us just needs to fly her up there.
Yeah. So I'm saying is if you want to get a way in there without having to try and take as hard of stealth checks, you could just somebody polymorph into a bird, Rivallon cast Pass Without a Trace, and get on with you, and then you've got a +10 stealth check.
Yeah.
And you can
I cast polymorph on Ustinia. Mog and Rivallon get on the back, do the self-check thing. I can be waiting outside with Sesh to Dimension Door us in, because obviously I'm going to know exactly where I need to... So the thing about Dimension Door is normally it's a guesswork, but if we're telepathy and I know exactly where I'm landing, I can get us in instantly as a breach, for a breach.
And Rari's isn't concentration, so I can have locate creature and Rari's going at the same time.
We just come up with
that's
a
the
new
plan.
plan.
We're gods. We're golden gods.
We are basically gods.
And
The
we
only
just come
thing
up with
is
a new plan.
That's a good way for you to get the information, to get specifically where he is at that point. So it's up to you whether or not you want it to be, like, if you want that to be preamble to op start, or if you want that to be reconnaissance for tonight, or a night ahead.
We can do both. We can do it because if we're sleeping, we get all our spells back. We can do it tonight, get the scan, and to be fair, if we go for 3 nights, we can do
scan.
3 nights of scans,
And find out
correlate
exactly
the
where it
data.
sleeps.
And we might be
Yeah.
able to find out what time he meditates, because he's elven, isn't he?
Yes, but we're talking more along the lines of that. If
Correlating
he's going to be at
data.
the party, then he's going to be awake.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's up to you if you want to do it during party time or if you want to do it
Exactly.
before.
So we need to figure
or
out. Yeah,
after.
why don't we do that for the scouting at least first?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Like you
All
said,
right. We'll do that then.
Okay,
Go
so-
ahead and so obviously you need to be out of your room. You're out of your inn.
So I'm
do that.
turning Ustinia into a giant black hawk.
All right.
Thematically, it's a giant
Perfect.
Giant. It's a giant eagle.
or eagle. Yeah, what was it eagles or owls? I can't remember which ones had better.
no,
Owl.
owl.
Stealth.
because
Owl.
it's night, and he needs
Night
dark vision.
vision.
Well, hold on, because he's not doing the checks. Actually, no matter what you polymorph him into, he's gonna have less ability to spot things than himself right now, because he can see for a mile with his unaugmented eyes.
Fair.
So-
That is
so-
accurate.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody
hold
who's
on.
going in, give yourself a +10.
Giant. Well, it's gonna be
The-
up to. It's gonna be up to. I'm checking out the eagle and owl. Just see.
It's owl. We want owl.
Owl.
You want owl? Did you check that?
Yeah.
See if that's got the best. 'Cause
One's
there is
got
a
dark
giant-
sight. One doesn't. Owl has
Which-
dark vision.
Does
Eagle
it have
doesn't.
better stealth?
Giant owl has a
better
+4 to stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has a +4 stealth.
And
Yeah,
it's
sure.
And
Right,
they
you can
also
do
have
that.
flyby. They don't provoke any opportunity attacks.
Yeah, and he has advantage on perception checks, relying on hearing or
Relying on
sight.
hearing and sight.
I will say this, because the owl is large, it can carry 2 medium creatures.
Yeah, we're
So
sending Rivallon
So
and
it's
Mog.
just going to
whilst
be Mog and Rivallon.
Yeah.
If
I'm
if you want the
concentrating, and then I'm waiting for the. If you guys need a healer, I teleport in the healer.
Okay. Before I go, I
So-
recast Rari's. So we've got the telepathic bond.
Hold on, I need a stealth mission music. I've got something.
plus.
Apologies, Midge. We need to make sure that the ambiance is right before we do this.
Sure, we couldn't just do a giant fly. just a giant insectoid fly. See, that would be better because I think that could hover.
Let's see. I need something dramatic, something.
Because essentially, even though Ustinia is now a giant black hawk, he can't. We have to make sure we enunciate that H.
Oh, yeah.
like very hard with that name.
The giant black cock.
Yeah, I knew it was
Still an
coming.
owl.
Yep. If he's gonna be that, remember he can't hover. It's essentially you've got an AC 130 doing a pass, doing a flyby,
that's
and you have to do passes. He cannot stay, kind of in one position. He has to keep moving. He cannot hover. It's funny because the eagle actually has a better fly speed, by quite a
Yeah,
bit.
that's the difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
80-foot fly speed. My God. It also has better
Yeah.
dexterity,
Eagles are stronger
and strength.
and- yeah.
better con.
Faster,
Better
but,
wisdom.
the
Almost
owls are more
everything.
utility. Eagles are
Yeah.
outright better, but owls are better because they have the dark vision of 120 feet.
Yeah, which doesn't help him at all because he's on a
They
1,000
also
foot
giant
air.
owls understand Common, Elvish, and Sylvan. Can talk to Ustinia, and he'll understand you no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. So
Possibly.
you're doing that. So you're casting Pass Without a Trace, Rivallon, right?
Yep.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. What's your scan altitude? 500 foot.
Yeah. 500 foot.
Okay.
Stealth in.
All right. So Stenya, you're an
It's
owl.
nighttime.
You're a giant black hawk.
Owl. Hawk owls are...
No,
Hey, man.
Eagle owls are a thing.
I am a giant
it's a-
black hawk.
Yes, and you have been tasked
On the
with
top side of
doing-
it, it just has an H.
It's just in
the feathers?
Yeah, just to make sure that we reiterate that. And for some reason, it's got a US. It's got a USAF on
the
tail.
wing.
on one of the wings. Okay, so yeah, you got +17. Okay, so I need
Yeah,
Ustinia.
it's AAF.
USAAF. You need to go ahead and roll a stealth check. You have a +4 to the. Or you have a +15 to this. With, I don't think you have an advantage. No, he doesn't get advantage for flyby or anything like
Still
that.
plus 15.
It's just +15. He doesn't get advantage. You get advantage on wisdom checks and stuff. But...
Oh no, it did
Oh, no, it's double
drop the
19.
19.
It's double 19. So
It was
it
double
don't matter.
19
Double 19.
anyway. Because
So
I've got
34.
armor, but I wouldn't have the armor as a bird, would I?
Yeah,
No.
you wouldn't have the armor support. It doesn't matter. It was the same roll for both. So you would have just clicked advantage and it would have done that. But
Nah.
so
You just manually rolled a d20.
you guys don't even know you're flying on anything at this point. Where did he go? He's a Klingon bird of prey that just activated his cloak.
Yeah.
You're just on him. All right. So actually, okay. So yeah, I'll roll. I don't think that's gonna matter. That's even with
Unless
a
they have
19.
sesh perception levels.
They rolled a
They ain't gonna-
19, but that's like a +2. So, or actually, is that a +2? It's a common card. So I think it's just, I don't think they get a plus to their perception check.
Fucking
I think
500
they get a
foot in the
1.
air.
It's 500 foot. Yeah, it'd be a disadvantage. Is a good point. It'd be a disadvantage for something like that big. It's the middle of the night. Okay, that's a 4. So, all right. So you're passing over. How many passes do you want to do you want to do? Because they're going to get checks for everyone. You get your stealth checks. Those are going to maintain, but they'll check every time you make a pass. How many do you want to check before you?
Well, so we're gonna do one loot.
Oh, you
and
can talk
see-
to Estenia, so it doesn't matter. You can just, if you don't get it the first time, you'll. Okay. I need to check your. I'll just check. I know you can't really drag and drop your spells, so I just want to check your. So locate person or locate creature.
Locate
Is that right?
creature,
Locate creature. Let me
the
check.
level 4. And 1,000 foot of me.
Okay. Well, the running water thing doesn't really matter. Direction. Okay, so it doesn't like this isn't like a thermal vision through
No.
through the roof.
I feel like
gives you
it's
the
like a-
it gives you a direction that you can then
Yeah.
figure out. So I'll say this. I'll say this. You would need to do 4 passes of various different angles to see which keep he's in. Because you have to basically
Okay.
make one pass at one side of the keep, one pass at the other side of the keep. And you have to do that for both of them to get a sense to kind of triangulate. Well, I guess that would be 3, but you know what I mean. You'd have to
quadrillate.
quadrillate, yeah. But you got to kind of figure out. I mean, there's 2 different locations, so it'd be hexagulate, because they do 6. Whatever. You basically need to make multiple passes to check which keep he is, because you only sense directionality. You don't get a specific. You basically he's north or he's etc. So you get a sense of where he's in. And you're checking that as you do a pass. So we'll say that's 4 passes to get a pretty solid like building location on him from 500 feet.
Created D&D SOCOM.
Yes.
Yes.
Divination wizard.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll 4 disadvantaged perception checks against your
God.
stealth to see if you've got that. So, or no, 3 because I already did the first one. So we'll do 3 of these. That's
If only we all
high.
had that armor that Rivallon's wearing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a high of 18, which doesn't. Okay. That's a high of 20. They're getting better, but doesn't matter because they only got a +1 to this, so they'd have to roll a natural 20. And
That doesn't affect on
Yeah.
ability checks.
No.
That
They
doesn't
physically can't see it.
Yeah. And that's that's a high of a 5. So that's yeah.
This is
So you do your
This
checks.
is a manned blackbird flight over
Kazakhstan. Doing a check. We're checking missile silos. So, yeah. After your fourth one, you get a pretty good sense that he is in the smaller keep. He's in the smaller of the two keeps. You're not close enough to get a sense at which floor he is in, or which wing of the keep he is in. You just sense he is in the small one of the two.
The one behind the second wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second wall on the interior. It's still only connected to the one exterior wall, so. Yeah. Weak point. That's insertion point. So. Edge. So yeah, you do that. You have an hour of flight left, or less than like 4 flights. It's probably got like a half hour left of reconnaissance to go through.
So
It's up to
to
you.
maintain quiet, I think to Rivallon, is there anything else you want to see while we're here?
You know where he is?
I think so.
Nothing else to see.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick perception check to see if there's anything that I can see that Betty missed whilst I'm up here.
Okay. All right. Give me a disadvantage.
I will
Perception check.
assist with the searching.
Okay, you can do
As
it
the-
at advantage, Stendia,
Because you're a
Okay.
giant eagle.
because you always
Remember
get
to use
Wow.
the modifier of the giant owl?
The giant owl has a perception of +5, so you get advantage +5 perception.
So just roll a d20 advantage +5 manually.
Or just do this. And it gives me the +5. There you go. 19.
And mine's a
19.
disadvantage.
Yes, because you are 500 feet up in pitch darkness.
There.
And even if you have dark vision, I think it only goes to 100 or to 60 foot. So
That's
Okay.
a 6. Never mind.
you're just seeing
Ooh,
pinpricks of
feathers.
light from torches. Like yeah, you're seeing that, and it's also, I mean, honestly, like it's a lot of wind. It's just a lot of wind. So Ustenia, what you see, with 19 check, which I gotta double check. What did Betty's check get over those 3 times? Okay. You see nothing new from your perspective, from your flybys. It's all the same information. You got a layout of the buildings, the walls. You can see the patrols. You have less time around here to get like an idea of the patrol's path or anything like that, but you do see them. There's a lot of people down there, and yeah, it looks like a tough nut to crack if you were to try and assault this from the ground level. And that's what you get from your perception flybys.
Okay,
Do you
then
head
to
back?
Astilia, let's head back.
Recon Flight 1, RTB.
And
We're bingo fuel.
Isaac and Sesh would have seen all of that.
We
Alright.
exfil from our overwatching position that we could get in there quickly if we needed to.
Flight controllers are pulling out. All right. So you all meet back. I'm going to assume back at the inn. I'm assuming you unpolymorph like outside of town.
No, we get him to actually walk through the bar. Alright?
That's not gonna be out of the ordinary. I think, I don't know, Ted. I heard something flying above. I think, what could it have been? Giant black ops.
Nothing to see here? Nothing to see here at all? Go back to your business.
Just our pet bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squawky.
Yeah,
Squawky the bird.
that's Squawky the bird.
Don't you understand? The military governor's now hired black birds to watch over us.
We call them Black Hawks.
Yeah. So, that's what you get. You all meet back. You all meet back in in Mog's room, which is where the planning center is apparently.
It is the brains of our operation.
The divination wizard reading my mind.
Yeah, that's the brains of the operation. Mog's room.
Yeah. And I'll say, are we at time?
We're
for
at
the-
time.
for the
Exactly at
episode?
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
So
we're
you
at
guys
time.
plan whatever the fuck you want to plan. I don't know what you guys are gonna
Got
do.
no idea. We'll have to sort it out during the week.
Yeah. Or more than likely, what's going to happen is you're going to show up next week and you're going to have no plan and you're just going to wing it the whole time, like you have
That
before.
sounds like us. Yep.
I've met us, and that sounds.
Are they
viable.
square? Are they square keeps or are they rounder?
No, they're more. I mean, they're square. They're rectangular. They're rectangular.
Yeah, I meant like they're not like circle
Norman
tower
keeps.
keeps.
Yeah, no, they're not circular towers or anything like that. They're more boxy.
I'm making myself a map.
Yep, I will have a map next week. I didn't know you were going to be doing drone passes.
We did 3 hours of shopping and then an hour of planning.
And then an hour of planning, which is not going to be used at all.
Nope.
That planning's not going to
Nope.
work.
Not
Got
even a
some
minute of it.
Useful information out of it, though.
We did.
I know you had useful information. I'm saying you're not going to use the useful information.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's right.
There's a more than 50-50 shot you go in guns blazing.
Yeah, you're right. You're dead right.
There's a more than 50-50 shot we start next session with you blowing the wall out of that keep. It's like Team America World Police just going in there and like shooting.
Damn, I missed.
It's okay, everybody. We got the terrorists.
Yeah. There's a more than 50-50 chance that that's what's gonna happen, even with you planning. Like, even with you
Dragon
planning
Mom and a
that-
Ranger 1, hot breach, go.
Yeah, like, just imagine it. Even though you said you don't want to, there's also more than 50-50 shot you bomb the compound before you go in. Like,
Probably, yeah. Yep.
like just artillery barrage this or creeping barrage up the
It's just
Like,
a
that'd
constant
be far
stream of
worse
fireballs.
if I was one level higher and got my first 7th level spell, I had delayed fireball.
Yeah. That or you cause a popular uprising in Bay of Pigs this. Just have them
Well,
rush
wasn't that
have them rush the walls. Have them rush the walls while you go in and assassinate the leader. then as you leave on your Black Hawk Ustedia from the air and just go, well, everyone, job done. It's burning behind you.
The screams of the innocent people burning to death because we accidentally trapped them inside or something like that.
Or something. Well, I mean, you probably just let them to get the wall guards. You just let that happen. As you go in. Up to you.
You know, the
They're
thing
all
is-
valid options. Maybe
I-
not morally.
I'd
but-
love to say that Bay of Pig thing is not something we would do, but then I was realizing, yeah, that probably would be something we would maybe do, depending.
It's a shot. It's a chance.
There's a
chance.
non-zero
It's a
chance that would happen.
non-zero chance.
Yeah.
Non-zero chance. If you thought you could pull it off, if you
Not even if we thought we could pull it off, it'd be a case of like there was no other option left, or like things went so poorly that's just what happened. We started off with perfectly good intentions.
You
and
all
then
just-
Bay of Pigs.
Oh,
you all just
puts us on the
change
spot.
your faces, put on disguises, and agitate for a week. To seize the means of productions, brothers. Just like-
Communist uprising. Perfect. Let's do it.
So yeah, that's the end of the session.
Yeah.
Anyway, so guys, thank you so much for watching this week of Sleepy Giants. Join us next week for where we,
Do something.
I don't know, we're gonna recreate the game Call of Duty Black Ops in some way or another.
Oh, great! I'm
I
gonna
think
get
there's a
bloody
mission.
brainwashed again.
What's the
Oh,
what
my
are the numbers, Mason?
Rivallon, what do the numbers mean, Rivallon?
I'm
I
pretty
don't know who
sure
you
there is a
are!
mission somewhere.
Why
in
you keep
that
asking
game
me that?
Covers what we're about to do. Anyway, as always, thank you to Commissar Roach for writing and DMing this campaign. You can find him at youtube.com/Commissar Roach. I am also joined by Surely Oni, Mikey, and Utarionzo. You can get them at their respective Twitch channels. I'm also joined by the fantastic Red Moogle and Rival Zone Gaming from Rival Zone Gaming. You can get them at youtube.com/Rival Zone Gaming and twitch.tv/Rival Zone Gaming. I've been
Powered by
Midgeman. You can
Slytherin.
get me at. You can get me at. If he's powered by Slytherin, I'm powered by Paradox. So
Yeah, literally.
quite literally. You can get me at youtube.com/The Midgeman's World and twitch.tv/Midgeman or twitch.tv/The Component Cast. But we will see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.